My goodness. Good morning to everybody that's popping in at 11. Two Turn was good with you. I'm gonna play a couple of songs. Put a joint on shuffle. Agent, what's good, Agent? Oh, damn. You ain't have a good night. What's good, though? Damn. Don't keep me waiting. Don't keep me waiting. Don't keep me waiting. Cause if you don't, then I'ma die in this place. I need you come in, tell me something. Cause if you don't, then I'ma die in this place. Wait on. I had a dream we watched the sunset. Posted up your main page. I caught a shot and I was hoping to make it. But your plate is getting cold as you can go with your friends, I run it down, man, through the water, through the land, right to Mexico. You got your toes in the sand, you got problems, you got plans. I just wonder, can you fit me? It's getting you it's already daytime on your side. It's already daytime. You chill me every week, that's why you fuck me. Yeah, complete, that's why you come fuck. You can tell me that the fish take a ocean. I just wanna see your face when it's lost. Don't keep me waiting. Don't keep me waiting. Don't keep me waiting. Don't keep me waiting. You can go with your friends, I run this damn bed through the water, through the land, right to Mexico. You got your toes in the sand, you got problems, you got plans. I just wonder, can you fit me? Your schedule, it's already daytime on your side. It's already daytime on your side of the world. Your side of the world. Man, OG, funny as hell, man. I'm actually happy for OG, man. Black, what's good, Black? I'm actually happy for OG. Wait, I never tweeted the show. Wait, I tweeted the show on my main page. Hold on, bro. I could have sworn I tweeted the show this morning. Bro, I tweeted the show on my main page. I'm so burnt. Yeah, I'm so burnt. Shout out to y'all for even coming in here. I tweeted the show on my main page like 40 minutes ago, 50 minutes ago. I didn't even know that I thought I was on my. I'm burnt.
I tweeted on my main page. Let me fix that. I'm so burnt, bro. More than everybody that's in here though. Shout out to the ones again. Shout out to the ones that just know. Two turn and shake. I'm deleting that post real quick. Shout out to the ones that just know just to pop it to YouTube, man. Appreciate y'all for just popping in on time. Yeah, I was thinking. Yeah, this morning I was like, let me see how it is, but I'll be even tweeting there because I shouldn't have to tweet it every single time. I can just tweet it when it go live. People should know that 11 a.m. But I could still do what I have to do. Yeah, man, I did not know I didn't tweet it. That's on me. I was really that high on Vikings and they embarrassed me. You ain't by yourself. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about it. You ain't by yourself. I
I
wanted
don't
to.
know why y'all niggas was high on them niggas.
I just wanted to feature that on the screen real quick. Uh, I'm just here so I don't get fired. Fined. Agent, what's good? Good morning to every single body that's in here so far, man. We got 24 people bright and early. 24 people bright and early. I'm really mad y'all can't hear my soundboard, Mo. I cannot get the soundboard to work on my computer via StreamYard. I only can do it through OBS. And the only way I can do the show and OBS is if I get y'all to join the show through Discord. And I just feel like that's just too much. I'm not doing all that. I'd rather just keep it at StreamYard. And I just have to miss out on being able to use my soundboard for the show. Because y'all said it's low. So it's like, what's the point? Y'all said it's low. So like, no point for it's cool. We proceed. We proceed. We proceed. All in all, though, good morning to every single that's in here. It's good to see 29 people in here so far. At 11:12 for the first 10 minutes, for the most part, play music. After the first 10 minutes, we locked in. We get started with the show and everything like that. With that being said, welcome to the best show in the world. As always, Fact and Stats is approaching 3 years. 3 years as a daily show. It's coming up in like April or May, whenever one of them. April or May is coming up. Fact and Stats as far as being a daily show. Appreciate the support. I would not have been able to wake up. Good morning. I would not have been able to wake up and get started. Not get started. I would not be able to wake up and continue to do what I do on a day-to-day basis without God and without y'all. That's a fact. Even when I was working, I was still doing a daily show. That's a fact. Crazy time, bro. That's how the whole 11 a.m. thing came about. My lunch break was 11 a.m. If those know, you know. I even answered the call sometimes while, you know what I'm saying? But we here. Welcome to the best show in the world. If you are in here, y'all, do not forget to come in and like, comment, share, and subscribe. It's like coming in somebody's house and taking off your shoes. When you come inside of the YouTube, y'all, make sure y'all like the video. Make sure y'all like the video. That's all you got to do. Just like the video when you come in. 9 of y'all like the video already so far. Thank y'all so much. We got 30 people in here. We can probably get that to 15 or 20 real quick. Just hit that thumbs up button, and I'll greatly appreciate that. You remember that wager? Yeah, man. I used to be an IT dog, man. I used to be an IT guy, man. Good times. 11 a.m. was my lunch break. I was a knock analyst. Doing the show every day and working at the same time. Also, make sure you all comment throughout the show today. I read every single comment for the most part. Chan, what's good, bro? I read every single comment for the most part. Also, on top of that, if you are in here and you have the ability to share it, nah, no funny, y'all. No funny. Let me remove T real quick because I feel like T gonna keep chiming in. Wait, Ed, were you working full time or part time? To my knowledge, there's no part time in IT. IT is a full career, brother. It's a whole career. What you mean full time or part time? To my knowledge, I don't know anybody that works a part time IT job. Like I was a knock analyst. But nah, this is crazy. I ain't gonna lie. My brother told me, and I'm gonna still call him my brother. My brother told me. Fact, that's when co-host definitely did mean something. My brother told me, and I still to this day never understood it, and I'm mad I didn't clip it. My brother told me, yes, sir, frauder, but you know about your up. My brother told me, man, it'll be easier for the Vikings to make the Super Bowl than the Ravens. It will be easier for the Vikings to make the Super Bowl than the Ravens. And I didn't understand that. I genuinely did not understand that because I felt like the Eagles and Lions were just on like a different level. I didn't understand that compared to the Vikings. You know what I'm saying? And I said this and I meant that, and it looks like it. The Ravens, the Bills, and the Chiefs are all right there. You know what I'm saying? Thank God we get to see the Ravens and the Bills this upcoming weekend. But the Vikings ballpark, the Vikings side of things, you mean to tell me the Vikings are sitting with the Eagles and Lions and they get stepped on by the Rams? The Vikings sitting with the Eagles and Lions and they get stepped on by the Rams? I mean, you don't even score. They did score a touchdown. I lied. Well, I was about to lie. One touchdown. Cool. It went for two for whatever reason. But, I mean, he got an answer to this because, like, it got so disgusting and it got so nasty. He got a nickname. He gave him a nickname. As you see on the screen, Sammy D. Sammy D. So look, facts, Jordan. Look, when the Vikings lost last week, we didn't get to hear from West, bro. I'm looking for West. No funny. I'm looking for West. I'm looking for West this morning because Shaggy read my mind. No funny. We watching the game and Sam Darnold is taking 15 sacks. He looking rattled, looking shivering. Don't want to play football for real, but he had to be out there because it's his job. He didn't want to play. Let's be honest. Sam Darnold did not want to play last night no more, but he had to continue to go out there because it's his job. He didn't want to play. West come in here on the playback and say, man, y'all this. Before he get two lines out, Shaggy type, man, I'm not listening to this. And bro, when I tell you, soon as Shaggy typed that, somebody called my phone. I ain't never answered a phone call so fast in my life, bro. Because you know, when you take a phone call and playback, you don't hear nothing no more. And thank God I didn't need to hear nothing no more. I need to hear him this morning because you can't really make no excuses for his play last night, in my opinion. So a lot of them sacks, he got sacked 9 times. I was exaggerating. A lot of them sacks, he probably could have got the ball out. You know, Jordan and T, I see y'all. I'm gonna let y'all up here in a second. Facts, Jordan Wilson. Facts. Everybody that's in here, y'all. Before we get started with the, you know what I'm saying? They can't let Sam Darnold go. And his main pushback will probably be, well, bro, you mean to tell me you waited to the 18th game in the season to say all this? Nah, he just not that. You never would draft a guy top 15, top 12, whatever, top 10 in a quarterback. It didn't have one quarterback doing some heroic type season and then pay him still because he's young. As if we have not seen Sam Darnold numerous times in his career on numerous teams. But he young though. But he young though. Listen, y'all, make sure y'all like, comment, and share, and subscribe, man. We have 725 subscribers now. Thank God, that is a blessing. 275 away from 1,000. And man, I might shed a tear at the first 1,000. I ain't gonna lie to you. At the first 1,000, I might shed a tear. I wish I would have been moved to YouTube, to be honest. But Twitter Spaces was fun. Playback was fun. And now YouTube is, you know what I'm saying? YouTube is fun too, personally, in my opinion. So make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe throughout the show today. Also, I'm about to let y'all through on the stage in a second. Also, there are things you guys can do to extend your support for the platform. Starting with becoming a member. The link to become a member is in the description on this video. There's 3 different levels you can join as: level 1, level 2, and level 3. If you see anybody named that's green in the chat, they have the ability to send customized emotes. They have the ability to see videos early. They have the ability to send all those things in the chat and more. They have the ability, not facts wager. They have the ability to send all those things in the chat. And also, we just extended your support for the platform. They let you know that you rock with me on a month-to-month basis. Because it's, you're joining as a level. You're joining as level 1, level 2, or level 3, and it's a reoccurring membership, which I would greatly appreciate if anybody that's not a member to become a member. And what else? Also, you can send super chats and super stickers throughout the show. Shout out to Zamir. My brother Zamir blessed me with $10 yesterday and said for all the hard work you put in on a day-to-day basis. That mean a lot, bro. That mean a lot, bro. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, Zamir. So yeah, guys, become a member. The link is in the description on this video to become a member. You can join straight from your phone. You don't have to be on your desktop to become a member. Also, you can send super chats and super stickers at any time. Make sure you all follow Fact and Stats. Michael, bless Michael. Make sure you all follow Fact and Stats on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. It's at Fact and Stats _ it's at Fact and Stats _ and then playback. Playback is where we watch. My boy got the film ready. Yeah, I need that. I ain't gonna lie, I need that. I need West to be in here. I need West to be in here when I see that though. No funny. My boy got the film ready, bro. Playback.tv / Facts and Stats. This is Mike, bro. Mike who? Is that Cliffview Mike? Or that's a different Mike? You said this is Mike, bro. Like I don't know 5+ mics. Everybody know 5+ mics. Come on now. Everybody know 5+ mics, bro. I man said this is Mike. Nigga, I'm black. Nigga. I know like 10 different mics. Let's be real. But I appreciate you being in here regardless, though. I would like to know which mic you are. Playback.tv / Facts and Stats. Y'all look at the description on this video. It's going to say live nightly watch parties. We watch NBA games in there every single night. We also talk about different sports. I am on your TikTok, bro. All right, I appreciate you. I don't know what mic you are from TikTok, but thank you. I'm glad that you continue to support me on TikTok with gaming, and then also now furthering your support and supporting me with my sports show, bro. So thank you so much, bro. I'm not sure what mic you are though. Oh. I know Mike you are now. Mike Daw or something like that. I appreciate you, Mike, for popping in, bro. Thank you so much. Like I was saying, playback. We watch live nightly NBA games in there every single night. It's an app you can easily download. It don't cost no money to join, to sign up and join the Fact and Stats playback room. It's 1,628 members in there. The last game was the Spurs and the Lakers. That game got out of hand not even out of hand. That game ended up, the score was ugly. We had the Heat and Clippers game got out of hand in the third quarter. A couple more NBA action to talk about, or a couple more drop 40+ on the Wizards. So we watching numerous games in the playback room. So make sure you sign up and join the Fact and Stats playback room. It costs $0 to join. $0 to join. And what else? I think that's it. Let me let these folks up. We're gonna start it off with who sold your parlay. For me personally, it was Puka Nacua. Puka did not get 50 receiving yards. On another parlay, if Puka would have got 70 yards and Justin Jefferson would have got a touchdown, I would have cashed. But again, that was a no sweat bet. So I was like, I keep getting close on my no sweats. I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting close to my no sweat. So I don't really get too mad at it. You know what I'm saying? I don't really get too upset at it. But those my two quote unquote sales for last night. Puka and Jettas. And that was it.
Yeah.
What's good, y'all? Good morning, y'all. Everybody's on the stage.
Hey, what's good? Before niggas
Put
push
that
their
app
Sam
down.
Darnold agenda, nigga. Hey, what I say, bro?
Talk
T,
to me.
it's who sold your party?
Good morning.
Man, fuck they parlay, nigga. I told them take Rams money line.
No, well, they didn't. Maybe they didn't. Who knew?
But go ahead, y'all can talk about who sold your parlay. You know I'm itching to talk about this game. I'm jaw like geeking,
Oh,
right?
I'm so happy you clarified that because nigga, I was about to say, don't be on here saying you itching.
Didn't I
Anybody?
say itching to speak on the game?
No, I said I'm so
Oh.
glad you clarified that. I was like, please don't be like I'm itching. That would have been crazy. But go ahead, T.
Only Sedarius said something, T. So you good. Sedarius said LeBron, Solomon, Jada said Puka didn't even get the receptions.
Hey, Ev.
Yo.
Why not us? Our versus our Super Bowl. Why not us?
Man.
Hey, nah, but hey, Ev.
Man, come on now.
Ev, it's so crazy. shout out Agent for real. Thank you Kenny for the free donation, my nigga. You wanted to just hop on like your bum ass team was like. But outside of that though, Ed, it was just crazy to me that like niggas saw that last week of Sam Darnold and still put them niggas as the favorites. Like we ain't already beat them niggas. Like we Jordan, you about to say, well, you know they did win 14
No, I
games,
was not
nigga.
gonna. No, I was not gonna say
Nah,
that.
man, at the end of the
I
at the
was.
end at the end of the day, this is two things I'm gonna say. One, this is to Vikings fans because I don't think AJ said this because I didn't see it on my timeline from you, but it was from another Vikings fan. Bro, all that crying about like winning 14 games, not having a home game. If the niggas beat us, they have a home game. They're the number one seed.
Yeah, that
You
shit didn't
only
matter to me.
like
That
that
shit was
shit.
a that shit was a and
Yeah.
even more so that shit was on a damn neutral site anyway. We had just as damn near as many fans as you did at that fucking stadium, so that shit didn't matter about nothing.
But overall to the game, Ev, all I'm gonna say is this: like when you got a real defensive front, people won't speak on it until they see it. Right? The last 4 games of my Chris Shula's defense has held teams under 10 points. 4 out of the last 5 games. So I just want to say shout out Chris Shula. Shout out that defensive line. I was talking shit when we was doing a little parlay. I was telling D Mac I might take Kobe Turner for a sack, may take Verse for a sack, because I had a feeling that Sam Darnold was going to aid to like holding the ball longer, et cetera, which he kind of did. The offensive line is not great, and we got a real front over there. And Stafford played a phenomenal game. Our offense slowed down a little bit, but I think we were playing more conservative. I don't think we really were like going that deep into the play calling bag, like especially in that second half, because we really didn't need to per se, because they just kept making mistakes. But outside of that, like I thought we guarded Jettis, I thought we guarded Addison well. I thought we did guarded the middle pretty well. I like Shula sending more in certain situations on a lot of those third downs, making his Sam Darnold's life more comfortable, making him like kind of revert to like that first read, just throw the ball to Jettis shit, which Jettis was covered pretty well all night. Yeah, but outside of that though, like I don't know how you watched that first game and assume that the Vikings were gonna win. I don't know how niggas like Wes tweeted, "I trust Sam Darnold in the Vikings more than I trust Matthew Stafford in the Rams." That's a
Wait,
nasty
he
tweet.
tweeted that?
Yeah, I quote tweeted that shit last night. That's a nasty tweet. Um, yeah, but this is the difference between quarterback play. Like all that like winning regular season game shit is really cool, right? But like when motherfuckers be like, "What are the teams you beat?" and motherfuckers get mad at that, like that. This is why, because regardless, these niggas won 14 games, but regardless, nobody, even the books, even though they had them as a slight favorite, no one really expected this game to be like, "Oh, the Vikings dominate," and they should be with 14 wins, but. Shout out Sam for a season. I think they'll probably stop the Sam Darnold good quarterback shit. I don't know if he gets a deal somewhere else. I don't know if he comes back, but
He's
he
not
had a
coming
solid
back.
year.
No, well,
They already
he ain't
said
coming
that.
back.
KOC already said
Oh,
that
they
it
already see it.
was,
Okay.
Yeah,
yeah.
I packed that nigga's bag myself.
And
That's JJ McCarthy's job moving forward for sure.
Kevin O'Connell said it was great, but it just like didn't end up working out good, and
Yeah,
pretty much.
and then two
For real?
things happened. Two things
Yeah,
happened
I'm
in
dead.
this.
I won't even send it to you.
Two things
What's the
happened
full
in this
quote?
game. The
Well, I can
I'll
Vikings
listen.
send you the full quote.
the
All right.
Vikings were one of the best first quarter scoring teams. We were one of the worst. And those things flipped. Got that first drive. Matthew walks his way down. I don't even think we ran the ball on that drive. Walked that fucking ball down. First drive, easy 7. And honestly, from there, I knew my offense gave a fuck, bro. They wanted to disrespect us by us having a home game. And prior to them knowing it was going to not be in LA, give them niggas the favorite. What everything LA's going through, we had a reason to win. And shout out, bro. We tied a defensive record for 9 sacks in a playoff game. Shout out my young defense, man. Shout out Kobe Turner, Byron Young, Brandon Fish, Jared Verse. Shout out all the guys, man.
That's a
And
Rams
fuck,
record or an NFL record?
I thought it was an tied an NFL record.
I think it's tied in the NFL record.
That's
Yeah.
tough. Okay. Okay. That's tough.
Ev, the full quote is um I just want to say that it's very important that we all think about Sam's body of work, what he was able to do this year when not many people thought he would be able to lead a team to 14 wins. It didn't work out in the end, and I think Sam would be the first person to tell you he could have played better. And I'm sure he would have told you that he should have played better, and I'm sure he would tell you that he could have coached better, absolutely. But there was just far too many negatives really over the last 2 weeks, too many negative plays that set us behind.
Hey,
That
hey,
sounds
no,
like
no
sounds
funny
like a
Shaggy.
sales pitch. I ain't gonna hold you.
No funny Shaggy.
That sounds like a thank you for what you did. Shout out
That's a
to
sales
Exactly.
you,
pitch.
but you ain't
That's a
coming back.
sales
Like that's
They coming
it.
back.
Hey,
No,
look,
that's exactly
That's
what
a
that sounds
player's
like.
coach. That's a player's coach
that's a
trying to
sales pitch
make
to
sure
other
that
teams.
make sure, hey, look, the other teams, going ahead and take
Look,
them
I'm
off our
not
hands.
throwing you. He like, look, I'm not gonna throw him under the bus, but like, he won't be
Yeah.
back.
Hey,
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 look,
hey, Shaggy. Just cause them niggas were wrong and you were wrong too, doesn't mean you got to double down, brother. You could be like, damn, the betting guys were wrong and I was wrong because they shouldn't have been the favorites, and it was clear based on both of the body of works we played against them that they should have never been the favorites in that game.
I
But
mean, if
you
it's a
know,
body,
you,
never mind.
I already
Anyways,
played it. I already played this team. There's a reason this game ended up the way it did because we had motivation off that shit, bro.
yeah.
Motivation over not being a favorite.
Hell yeah, they spoke about this shit in meetings, bro.
I mean,
100%, bro.
this shit
Man,
that
what's
was
wrong with the Texans and Rams locker room, nigga? Like, first y'all just saying they
this is
listening to Jordan Woods and fucking West in the goddamn locker room,
Yeah.
and then now you talking about motherfuckers looking at betting lines. Goddamn, if y'all niggas don't just
that
find
shit was
another way to
terrible.
I
motivate
ain't gonna
y'all
lie.
selves.
I'm not gonna lie, Ari. Because even I'm pretty sure McVay mentioned
I got
something
some
about in the
leaky ass
post
locker rooms.
in the post game. He mentioned something about them having extra motivation, bro. That shit was niggas
I don't
obviously
know,
felt.
T. Maybe it was the wildfire.
I mean, I think that too, Ari. I think that's one of the things, but I think they also felt offended that a team they fucking beat is favorite over them.
Yeah, I mean,
I
that's
guess.
not. It's not unprecedented for a 14-win
Yeah.
team to be favored over a 10-win team on a
No,
neutral
and,
site.
and and Jordan, I'm not disagreeing there, but regardless, how a team that beat that 14-win team is going to feel is that we're better than them, and it's disrespectful because we've showed
I
that
mean,
before.
but here's the thing. I'll flip it to you this way. Say the Bucks and the Lions played again this off season, this playoffs. The Bucks beat the Lions at home, and they would have played the Lions again at home. Do you think the Bucks have a right to be pissed off that though they beat the Lions at home, that the Lions would most likely be favored in that game?
No, but I do think I do
It's kind
think
of the same
Minnesota.
situation.
No, I think Minnesota's record is less indicative of their play than what the Lions' record is per se. Like I don't think anybody looked at this game because
Yeah.
even with that line, all right, respectfully, if you're winning 14 games, are you only supposed to be a 2.5 favorite?
Well,
No.
hold on. That goes to your point, though, that they're a 14-win team, but maybe they're one of the weaker 14-win teams, and that line
Yeah.
probably said that. And also, the way you guys were playing to close the season wasn't
Yeah,
anything to
but
write home
Jordan,
about.
every time I spoke on like the close of the year,
And then
I
Sedarius just
spoke.
said the Bills are a 1 point favorite over the Ravens, and the Ravens stepped on them niggas.
But at least they the
I
favorite.
was gonna say, I think that line moved.
That changed. Yeah, that changed now though.
What did it
It
open up
did. Oh,
at?
Sedarius
It,
just
it
said
moved
it.
to the Ravens being a 1 point, I think now.
Oh no
Yeah,
Okay.
shit. Oh, but
Okay.
no. All right. I'm not saying like the betting odds per se like are wrong. I'm saying yeah, I would just be pissed off if I'm playing. If I feel like I'm
Yeah.
better than this team, we've shown we beat this team. And then the biggest thing, like Jordan,
I
you're
ain't
very
gonna
true
lie.
about
I
the
don't
you're
think it's that
very you're
serious.
very true about the offense, Jordan. But this is one of the things that like every time niggas was like, oh, your offense hasn't been looking good. But guess what the fuck has been the last few weeks? My fucking defense. My front has looked really good the
Yep,
last few weeks. Niggas have
Yeah.
not been scoring
but
over 10 points.
Yeah.
I got
It's
you.
been an impressive job what you guys have done along that front. I mean, the draft picks have worked out to a spectacular level. And people like, the offensive output wasn't all that great. Obviously, only I think 20 total points because you count the scoop and score too. As far as I'm concerned, the offense did what it needed to. It came out, established that first drive was consistent. They used the heavy personnel sets to gain advantage over the Vikings. They didn't really have many answers for it. And from that point forward, they controlled the game. So there wasn't anything that you needed to push extra on top of it to try and create things. They ran the ball fairly well. They didn't need to do anything extra other than that, honestly. And that was
Hey,
even with
gang, we ain't
Kyron
even
banged
getting
up.
that
So.
playbook all the way, D Mac. Let's keep this
Yeah,
shit
So
real.
that is a piece of it too. Look, you get down to these games, and if you have control over the game, you don't got to show a lot. I think that happened for a similar thing for the Eagles in the second half as well. They didn't have to show a lot because they were in control of the game. You don't want to have to show things early on if you don't have to. If you got to play 3 more playoff games, ideally. So,
yep.
yeah, I don't have any
And,
issues
and
with
I
the
and I
Rams
will
offense in
say,
the second half either.
like I don't think Sam Darnold's like an elite quarterback or nothing. And I think I've never been on that side with like the convos of this year about where he's ranked as a quarterback. But I don't think too many quarterbacks look great in that game just per se. Like nigga got
I mean,
hurt.
with
Like
the line, with the
Yeah.
line play and
yeah,
the
that's what I'm
play
saying. Like
calling,
what
no, most likely.
I do, and Ev said it earlier. Like I have the sacks specifically and the interception as well, film ready to go because I do want to go through it because I think it'll be interesting to talk through it from that standpoint. But when I watched it, I came away from it. Sam Darnold in of itself, and again, I don't think that he's a really good quarterback. I think that at best he's a middle of the pack quarterback that's been in really great circumstances, but you can see. There were some things that Sam was panicking on, some things he didn't see, some things he missed. But there were also plenty of things in which the Rams are doing an excellent job. The Vikings pass protection broke down, and then also the Vikings weapons didn't help them out as much as you would want them to. So it was a mixed bag all across the board. And I think it was definitely some of the limitations and weaknesses in Sam Darnold's game. But I think you got to tip your cap a lot to what the Rams' defensive plan was as well.
bro, respectfully, like I love like shout out Raheem, bro, but he ain't no Shula,
I
bro.
don't want to.
Shout out Raheem. He can go over there and die on the Falcons, but go play. You feel me? Live out his career on the Falcons. But shout out Chris Shula, bro.
Crazy.
Like honestly, Chris Shula is like D-Mac.
Z-Farm did hate on the Falcons, not the Falcons. Z-Farm did hate on the Vikings all year.
The reason why I say that he's a Hall of Fame
I think Shula needs so much more credit because everything I've seen about this game.
He said he's like, gonna get his point off.
Yeah, I am. Because it's my game, bro. This nigga Jordan said they was gonna be saying skull. We said skull before another reason. We did skull, nigga. Shout out. But like I think Shula deserves so much credit because everything I'm seeing on Twitter is like McVay does it again. Like, nah, like bro, Shula's play like that defense for like
the game plan. Shula's game plan was good, but McVay absolutely outcoached Brian Flores.
Yeah, he coached circles around Flores, but I will say I think Shula's game plan was even better than McVay's offensive game plan. I do agree.
I will agree with that. Yes.
That was an interesting call. Now it's funny because like
you talking about the fumble,
the fumble pick six that
the scoop and score. Yeah.
I get interesting.
I still think it was a goddamn scoop and score, but that's okay.
I get why niggas are mad, but like by definition of the rule.
No, I said it earlier. I don't understand why there's so much controversy around this. He clearly flips the ball forward intentionally,
right?
And Puka is right there. There's a wide receiver in the area that is not intentional grounding.
No.
Like, the intent wasn't to complete a pass. Sure, but if you want to legislate an intent, first of all, there's going to be a lot of subjectivity that adds, and I don't want to do that.
Yeah,
but
I was about to say.
Second of all, second thing is you got to then take that into account. Nobody's intentionally trying to complete a pass when you spike the ball to stop the clock. Nobody's trying to intentionally complete a pass when you throw the ball 10 yards deep into the row or 10 rows deep out of bounds, but there's a wide receiver near the sidelines. So those things then come into account, or where you spike the ball when it's a failed screen as well. So you should not put subjectivity into that intentional grounding rule. It was perfectly fine that they called it back. I don't have any issues with it. I don't know why it's so controversial from that standpoint.
No, I get it. It's a spirit. It's just because like you said, it's the spirit of the fact that like his head is it's like head, they have a grasp on him is like heads towards the ground, and then it's like he just flips it to get rid of it. But like I get it. Like I get how they applied it, and I don't necessarily have an issue. It's just crazy because like
is that even an issue?
Huh?
Was that even an issue? I didn't even really see if that was a big issue.
Well,
once it happened in real time, it's okay.
I mean, it's more so.
But it's
so on the Manning.
I've seen some people complaining about it, but I don't think it should be at all.
So
to me, like I get that Eli.
Bro, y'all trying to talk at the same time, bro.
That's what I'm like. That's crazy.
Go ahead, T.O. Jordan. Go ahead, T.O. Jordan. And let Aiden get his thoughts on the game
I know
too.
he was still going. You can go.
Mike, what's good, Mike?
Yeah, I was saying.
Go ahead, Jordan.
That the Mannings and Belichick were kind of saying that, like, he wasn't trying to throw it. So that, so that's kind of where the whole controversy came, because whenever the three of them were speaking on the play, it was like it should have been a scoop and score. And to be honest, that game goes in a completely different direction if that call is made.
It does. Maybe Sam calms down at that point, but.
No, I don't know about him calming down.
I
don't know about that, but it's a momentum shifter.
Yeah, because even like I said, all that whole game.
Jordan. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say that whole game. I mean, I know they pretty much had control of it, but it was still within reach. You know what I'm saying? And I know you guys didn't have to really go into the playbook to really dial up some kind of McVay plays, but I mean, if we go down and we get a couple scores, even towards the end of the game, and it was 9-27. If we just get some adequate play somewhere, somebody make a play, then there's little things that can change. But I honestly believe, and I guess I'll take a look at with DMAC, what you got going on with the sacks and that pick. Sam was happy feet the entire time, and I think what you guys did look at was how how the Lions got to him the week before, and some of those same principles. And Sam's he was not ready. Like y'all said it early on. I think Ed, you said it early, man. Sam didn't want to play. There was a certain point in that game where Sam just looked like he was just out there to be out there. There was a couple of ones where I don't know if Jordan, you were talking about this play, but I think Troy Aikman was talking about it was a screen to Jettas that had opened up, and Sam had plenty of time to get it over there, and he's moving in the pocket and ends up taking a sack. And Troy is just sitting there like, why didn't he get rid of the ball? So there's a lot of plays where I just think Sam at that point, he reverted back to I think what you said, T, his first read Jettas, and if that's not there, then I'm a deer in the headlights. So
it's not even that. If you throw him like any type of like pressure, he kind of reverts to like, let me just try to find Jettas and throw the ball somewhere.
No, yeah, right. That's kind of what he did that early on,
and it was in the
season,
and it was working in certain games, where niggas are actually guarding his ass. It's like you throwing just bad balls to Jettas when other guys are open. And to be fair, like guys were open, like that's why like it will never be on college. Like niggas were open, like respect.
Yeah, Naylor had one up the middle. He just missed, threw it behind him. Like there's a lot of once Sam got rattled, and he got rattled early. He never was able to recover, and it was the same that it was against the Lions. So yeah, I think Sam made it easy for us to move on from him this season and start with JJ going next season, because there was a point after that Green Bay game where even I think I reached out to Process too and said, look, I still want to go with JJ, but man, if Sam's looking this good, there may be a conversation that we may have to have after that Green Bay game. But he reverted back to seeing ghosts these last two games. So I mean, appreciate his 14 wins. I think he put us a little ahead of a schedule because no one put us at this point making it this far. But we'll go on ahead and we'll start with the rookie JJ next year, and we'll see where that takes us with the rest of the team. So yeah.
Hey, no funny though. Hey, Ev.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Your boy Shaggy, he typed, "Oh, Jettas got strapped anyway." I asked him, "Oh, you like how we guarding Jettas?" He said, "Oh, you think that's good coverage?" That was a quote in the afterplay. Just to let you know that nigga's a clown. Like once again, like that's my brother for life, but that nigga's a clown.
Yeah, comedy. I guess Wes is putting a no call, no show today. I did want to.
Wes.
He doing that again?
Yeah, that's crazy.
No call, no show.
No show is nuts.
Hey,
let me personally send him a text message. Yo,
I was just gonna say though, like to the point though, I don't know how you watch that play and think that you should be resulted 6 there. Like what that like him throwing it forward shit. Like I don't think like if it's not gonna be to me if it's not just a clear incomplete, the best you got is intentional grounding because he's not looking anywhere. But that by rule, I don't know how anybody's like, oh, it should have been a scoop and 6. No, it wasn't. He clearly threw it forward.
No, I'm with you.
I wanted it to be a scoop and 6 because I wanted it to be a closer fucking game.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, Ari.
Like,
you and me both, Ari.
I just wanted it to be a closer game.
That's
it.
We got 47 people in here. This video has 18 likes. If you are in here, y'all make sure I hit that thumbs up button. Get us to 25 likes real quick. I just text Wes. His phone not on do not disturb. I guess we probably just gonna let DMAC roll it. And then we proceed. Everybody that's in here so far, thank you.
Y'all doing the Sam Darnold tape?
This man Shaggy.
Interceptions. He said you just lied too, by the way.
Hey, Ev, how many times you catch your brother Shaggy in some bullshit? You just be like, niggas lie because you don't got him clipped.
I don't want to get into all of that, man. D-Farm. I'm gonna say D-Farm. That's wild.
That's insane.
Nah, D-Fob is crazy. I ain't gonna lie. That's my bad. we wait on you though for the we ready.
Okay. D-Fob is crazy.
For all we know, he might be in here, to be honest.
Yeah, you could
Who,
you have to
West?
put it on the screen though, F.
Oh my bad, I'm burnt. Yeah, for all we know, West might be in here.
So again, I put together all the sacks. I think it's going to start with the interception. I could be wrong about that, but I think it starts with the interception here.
Damn, look at this front, man. Not everybody got a front like this, man.
Yeah, that's the bad
He
one.
he did get hit on that throw though, Ev, and I will give him that. His tackle got pushed back into his arm, like on the follow through. He did get like that throw was accurate because of him, like because he got his right tackle.
I think actually the reverse angle will give me a little bit of a better look at this. Yeah. So my two questions here was specifically the fact that Naylor was coming open. Addison clearly got locked up there, but the throw was also inside and short. Again, could have happened because of the right tackle getting pushed back into him as well. But you're going to see 83 on this crosser route. I mean, there's enough to get this ball out to him, but he just never really looked at him. He just locked in on Addison. For understandable situations, it's Addison on the outside one-on-one. You trust him to make that play and create that separation, but ultimately it just doesn't happen.
And weirdly enough, though,
wide open.
D-Mac, so I get that he's open on the crosser, but I think if he's not hit on that, like if the tackle's not thrown into his arm, I think he completes that ball to the sideline though, regardless.
He might have. I think that if he puts
Why you said I was on Addison? Why you said I was on Addison, Jordan?
That was a bad route. Like in the way he ran, like.
Let me see that again.
So the corner's playing outside leverage. It's very difficult to overcome that leverage on an out route. It just is.
Jordan, if you really look at it too, he has about a half a step. Once he breaks, if that ball is towards the sideline, he's gonna complete that.
Yeah,
like right there, he's got a step.
I know people are saying that he has a half step, but the corner is driving when he has that half step. So I don't think that that's really any separation, to be honest with you. I don't think that there's a realistic way to get.
No, it's not.
No, but D-Mac, I'm assuming he's trying to get that ball like way more to the sideline and give his receiver a chance, regardless of like how I feel about the result. I do think the right tackle just being thrown into his passing arm just affects.
Oh no, that affects it. That affects the throw to having it short and inside for sure. But I'm saying I don't think the window was there to get complete anyway.
Yeah.
I will give you that too. But I will say when they did run that back on the telecast, his initial read I think was to Jettis, and once he was covered, he decided to go back to Addison. So I think he was a little late. So I think if he was looking at Addison out the gates, he may have hit that right out of the break. But he did go back to Jordan a little late on that one right there too.
He's sticking on Jettis a little bit long here. But to me, if you're reading it out, you're sticking in the middle field here. He should see Naylor coming open in his field.
Now that's a fact. Yeah, that's a fact.
To the out later on, in my opinion. But I don't know how they want to read out this play. It could be that
shouldn't you read the out then the in breaking route on this play because it's like a speed out. So wouldn't you read the out first?
It's a little bit more depth for the out from that standpoint. It's not like a 5-yard out where it could be the first read.
It's like just a sticks out though, right? It's like 6 or 7, right?
I'm only saying it because they have those two crossing routes, so I understand why they would have the middle of the field as the first read and then getting to the out route afterwards. But in this case, obviously, it was too late regardless. I thought, I
think he kind of, you know what I think, D-Mac, and this might be fucked up to say, but I think his future and like $40 million being on the table really just fucked this nigga confidence up, bro.
No,
I mean, I think that some of it was simply that they found some weaknesses in the Vikings and the Vikings.
Wait. What? The tackle didn't even hit his arm. Why y'all say that?
He got his arm.
His arm. So when
the left tackle pushed back into his lap, and then 55 had the right guard kind of at his back. So he's just saying that the space was confined. He didn't get hit though.
So basically, once he released the ball,
on the follow through, he gets hit by the helmet.
His hand hit 75's helmet.
That throw was going to be the throw regardless, though.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
but
maybe
regardless,
he didn't get to.
the tackle is clearly affecting that
So,
throw. Though,
so essentially, I think what they're saying is like he didn't get enough on the throw because of
the follow through from that aspect,
yeah.
just because it's confined space. I mean, personally, I think that this is a situation where the best outcome is an incompletion, and you know,
Yeah.
the
I mean,
corner-
it's the wrong read. Well, not the wrong read, but he, because what is it? First read Jettas, second read Addison, and then probably Naylor's the third read. Is that?
I don't know. I can't tell you how KOC wants this quarterback to read this out. But you're in the middle of the field looking at these crossing routes. I assume that those would be the first two places you look, and then get to the deep end.
Yeah.
But again, I don't know. I can't.
That's
say that.
good defense by the Rams.
No, it's great defense. Great.
Yeah,
And
I'm not
again,
gonna lie,
the Rams played great defense all throughout this entire tape. There's no doubt.
y'all don't got no cornerbacks, bro. It's Addison and Jettas. And you damn right, Lo. Rams win, and I am in this bitch top of the morning. It's playoff time.
All right.
All right, so this is the first sack. This to me was a coverage sack, just straight up.
Lockies.
Everybody's locked up.
Lockies.
Jettis has a bracket on the down here, locked up across the board. You can say maybe check it out Aaron Jones, but the linebacker's out there with him, and it's late. To me, this is a coverage sack.
Yeah.
Who's that? Who was that? Kobe Turner, man. Shout out, man. Not everybody
was
gets
that?
on interiors
This is
like
the very.
that.
Is this just different plays or are these in chronological order?
These are in chronological order.
Okay.
The sacks are now. The interception was out of order.
Gotcha. Okay.
Another one.
Yeah. So that was just a coverage sack in my opinion.
Yeah.
So this is the Jettas pump. So the thing for me here, it's not necessarily that Darnold should have made a throw or something but I don't think that Darnold went through the process how he should have. He felt fed up here. He didn't do the pump to Jettas on the screen because you're trying to get the fake screen and then get those two guys releasing deep downfield. And the Rams still cover it well, but you don't really see him do that, be deliberate about it, and then try and get things open. And even then, he can still throw it away before the sack happens. I'll let it run.
This was on third down, right?
This is second down, I believe.
Oh, this might have been second.
Bro, Jordan, they would be ahead of the sticks on second. It'd be like 2nd and 4.
Yeah, this was second. This was 2nd and 7, and specifically taking a sack here is tough. Just because you're in the lower red zone, it's a difficult thing here. But he doesn't. You see, he kind of looks over there, but doesn't really give the full pump, and then he doesn't stick to see if anybody bites on the pump as well. So, to me, it was a little bit of happy feet and quick in his.
Yeah, he had it, man.
This next one, this was just, in my opinion, just a really great slot blitz design. It's awesome. And this, I do want to say again, this is 2nd and 3. This is a design shot play. You're at the 50-yard line. This is a staple of what KOC likes to do. So this is great scouting by the Rams, and then also the great design to get the free runner on Sam against a really deep concept as far as the route.
Shout out my boy Kobe Durant, a pick and a sack, man.
Yeah, he's free runner, and by the time Sam finishes out the fake, he's got a guy in his face.
He had his back turned. It's not you can't even say nothing about Sam.
I can't blame Sam for this. It's just he got a guy in his face immediately,
and
you can see. Go ahead, Jordan.
No, I was just gonna say that's a drive killer too.
Oh, absolutely. Yep.
Yeah,
that's a
16-yard
and 3 at midfield that turns into a punt just off the strength of this play call alone. But you can see, look. The idea of this play is to get that clear out. The linebacker has to run deep with the seam, and that dig is going to come open, but it doesn't matter because they got the slot blitzer there. And then TJ also open too. But
perfect.
Maybe if you have an alien quarterback, maybe he dumps this off the TJ when he realizes he's got a free runner coming at him. But I can't really realistically hang that on Sam in any realistic way.
Yeah.
Boom.
Another one. How many we send there?
It's the same one, and then he rolls and he gets.
Yeah. Isn't it?
Oh, it just shows the different angles. My fault. Oh, my fault.
Yeah. We get the sideline.
No, this is a different one.
This is the next play.
Are we sending 4?
Which one? The one you
I'm
just
looking
saw.
at this one. I'm looking at this one. I'm sending shit.
I mean, this is the same pressure, but I think you sent 4. To me, this was a little bit Rams defense, and a little bit Sam Darnold not being aggressive. This is a 3rd and 8 here, and it plays a little weird because they ended up jumping. It didn't end up being a penalty or anything like that. But
This is a scoop and score. Okay.
Yeah. So the thing for me here is on this concept, if Sam wants to rip this to Jettis in between the 20 and 30 to the sideline, he can be aggressive and try it. And I wouldn't blame him on a 3rd and 8 for trying to make that throw. It's just not going to be an easy throw as well. There also might be a chance to check it down to TJ. But again, the Rams do a really good job.
Yeah, TJ.
TJ.
D-Mac, that's the one. That's what I saw
TJ.
out the gates. It was TJ. He just.
I remember this play because I'm pretty sure a killer wasn't supposed to go, bro. I'm pretty sure that's a killer. I don't think he was supposed to go.
Yeah, you got it.
And the thing
and then he just committed to it.
But then the problem is too is he got the extra time as well because CJ Ham picks up that the blitz, so he had time to step in the pocket. You see him step up and just he just didn't.
And this is the thing:
he didn't let it go.
You have a trips to the wide side of the field. You are telling your quarterback, "Hey, we're going off this flood concept. This is where you need to be looking." And obviously now you're saying, hey, you got to get back to the check down to TJ. That's why I can only say only some of this is on. He can get to the check down from the standpoint because I know that's not what he's reading. He's supposed to be reading that flood concept to the top of the screen. So it's like, yeah, looking at it, it's like, TJ, he could get it to TJ, but it's also this is where he's supposed to be sticking as far as the 3rd down. And that's why I mentioned if you try and rip that whole shot in between the sinking quarterback and the safety, I understand why you would do that and be aggressive in doing so because that's the read of the play. But obviously he ends up, not feeling good about letting go of the ball. And by that time, the cornerback gets him before he can come back down to the check down. So,
and then I was going to say, D-Mac, even real quick, when you said if he felt confident to rip that ball over to Jettis, those are the throws that he was making early, when we were doing our win streak, he was making that throw because he felt confident to do it.
He has the arm talent to do that as well. I would not expect this of a, whatever quarterback you want to insert here, Mac Jones, for example. I wouldn't expect Mac Jones to try and rip this because he doesn't have the arm talent to do that. Sam Darnold does. But again, if you're not playing with confidence, then maybe you don't end up making that decision and he doesn't. And obviously,
I don't know if that throw get there, D-Man.
It's not guaranteed to get there, and it's not something that's open. It's not something that I'm saying that he has to complete, but I'm saying 3rd and 7 specifically in this where you're at on the field. If you're going to do so, then rip it. And reading that flood concept, then I understand it. But again, I think this is more good Rams defense than bad Sam Darnold in this case. But
I really don't think Keller was supposed to go though. I think this was luck. I don't think he was. I think he literally just gave it. I don't think he was supposed to go here.
Oh, where this point? Yeah, I think that was. I don't think he was supposed to go.
Wait, so who is that between Addison and Naylor at the top of the screen?
The corner.
The Rams.
I don't know his name. I forget.
I'm pretty sure that's Durant from how this game. I'm pretty sure that's
okay. Gotcha.
I think that safety can make a great play on that ball.
He's doing a good job at splitting the difference here. I want to be.
Yeah, I was about to say.
That's why I say I think it's
our safety is going to drive that ball though, because we have the linebacker there to pick it underneath.
Yeah.
I just think if you throw it with anticipation, you've got a small chance of completing it. And I understand why you would try and throw it, and I wouldn't blame him if he tried to throw it and ended up not working out. In this case, it ended up being a disaster. But I'm saying I would blame him even for that more so because that's where he's supposed to be reading it than getting to the check down. Because that's not where he's supposed to be looking right now in this play.
Gotta hold on to the ball though.
Look at that FSU guy right there, man. Shout out them FSU guys, man. Jared versus Brandon Fisk. Some niggas drafted Ricky Pearsall.
Damn. That was. Hold up. Was this the delay? Oh yeah, I remember that.
Well, Witherspoon may actually be supposed to be coming on here because he just plays off the chip and then goes.
Bro, this was supposed to be a delay of game, by the way.
Yeah,
you're right. This is that play, Jordan. That's right.
Yeah, he's like, I see the zeros or whatever.
I was like, it's supposed to be a delay of game. There was a false start, and then
no, they did not false start though. I will say that there wasn't supposed to be like the play bone dead or anything. Like nobody false started, and the Rams didn't come across the line either. But it just happened that it was a little bit of a broken play because Rams
Oh.
thought it was the delay game.
Okay.
It's the same play.
So this is the fourth sack.
That was the fifth. That was the fourth sack. Yes. So this is going to be the this is gonna be
6 in the first half.
It's just excruciating.
OG, we locked in for 50. OG, 50 locked. OG.
So we. So this is going to be the fifth sack. This one's mostly. I'll be honest with you guys. This is mostly Sam Darnold. You're going to see 86 at the bottom of the screen here, or no, 86. Yeah, 86 at the bottom of the screen here, matched up on the corner here. He's got the inside leverage. He's on the dig. Darnold's got to rip this because he's open. And obviously Darnold kind of is happy feet at this point, and he doesn't end up ripping it. But
I think this was
You can
3rd
see
and
from-
9 or something like that.
this, I think this is second. Yeah, this is 2nd and 7. But you'll see it from the reverse angle. 86 here has a chance to get the first down and more.
Bro, Jordan. I will say to the O'Connell point, bro, we kind of like knew when them niggas was like getting like the situations and what they were gonna do, bro, and we definitely exploited that shit, bro. Like, no funny,
I think
Darnold
Well, see,
bro. Because most of your
it's
most of
difficult,
your
bro.
sacks, bro, most of your sacks happen on like second fucking down, gang.
because
Yeah.
my thing is like,
Because to be fair, that nigga Jones won 100%.
look, at this
Y'all
point
really
right
were not
here,
able to run that ball.
hold up. He's not letting the go of the ball at this point. At this point here, he does not want to throw the ball.
He want to run that bitch.
Yeah,
Like-
at this point, no, he just don't want to throw. Like this is the part where Ev is talking about where this nigga don't want to be here right now. He just
Like
he hold on to the ball.
It's just like once he evades the first, it's just like, all right, it's like that. What do I do? Like
And to be fair, after he starts to scramble, nobody gets open. But here, he's got to rip this in structure. This is just the throw that you're
you
designing.
talking about in the middle to
Yeah.
80s. Okay,
1000%. Yeah, 1000%.
That's just the throw he's got to make. But of course, after he starts to scramble, nobody gets open. And
They
Sorry for laughing at that.
Come on,
that's
man.
Byron Young right there, though. Ev, you see that? That's Byron Young. If you ain't know.
so this is the sixth one. This is the fourth down where Jettis ends up falling. And I think there's also a
What's
really
his
good
stupid
Rams.
ass?
This is also really good Rams coverage, and then also a stunt that they did to get a free runner here. And I'll show that when you do the reverse angle as well.
You said this
I don't know. So, yes, they did miss Darisaw, like when they had to obviously downgrade to get to Cam Robinson. They've also had kind of issues allowing pressure, particularly from the interior the entire year. I thought the Rams did a really good job at sending guys on stunts and twists to get pressure, specifically at the interior as well. In addition to the other things they did on the perimeter, get the pressure.
And that's what Detroit did the week before.
Yep. So Jed is going to fall here at the bottom of the screen. And it's just and nobody else is open. And you can say, hey, man, just chuck it on fourth down. It is what it is. But this is, I do want to show, like, they do a great job here sending guys to the right and getting Turner wide open right here. And it's just to wrap at that point.
Come on, the conductor. Let's get it.
This just collapsed that entire aspect of it. Like, that was a great design. Jared Verse was hilarious. Swan diving there at the end. But yeah, that was a really good Rams defense there. And obviously Jed is at the bottom of the screen, ends up falling. The next one here, I put this a little bit more on Sam because I think the deep crosser or TJ are going to be options for him here, but also really good coverage by the Rams in addition to that. It's not an easy play to say the least.
Oh
but
my
as
God. The top right. It was at
TJ?
No, I'm talking about the top right, Addison.
Addison on the out. You get Addison on the out and up. Yeah,
he's
this
open.
guy on the deep crosser is also going to clear the cornerback, and then obviously TJ, you can check it down
multiple options.
Run that, D-Mac, run that one from the beginning, man, please. Whoever, just look at Addison with the out and up.
Oh, that was nasty. Oh, he had.
Come on, that's 7.
I don't know if it was before or after, but there was a really bad miss where he had Naylor across.
No, I'm not gonna lie.
No, I know what you're talking about. He threw it behind him, and he wasn't able to catch it.
It was on 3rd and 5. I was, but like,
yeah.
T, you want to say something?
I was gonna say, if you look though, we get that initial like in the middle pressure. We push it back at the time. I think he's supposed to be even looking at there, and then he moves off of it.
Yeah, but he can step into this Addison throw. Though.
Yeah, I was about to say there's a little bit of anticipation that's got to come with it, like because sometimes you don't have to wait till a guy is open. Like sometimes you can just like
Jordan, you're absolutely right.
That's where I say that the Rams do get credit for being able to create that pressure, and then also doing a solid enough job as far as that's concerned. But
and you see, he pumps like he's going to throw it over that way. I don't know why he didn't let it go. If you look, he cocks back and he's going to throw it that way. Sorry. And if he's looking, there is nobody in front of Addison. Like safety is looking down. If you just throw it to the end zone, that's going to be 7. So I don't even know why he just didn't let it go.
D-Mac, that's
he's looking right there. He's looking right there, and I don't know why he just doesn't let it go.
And that's exactly where.
Or if he wanted to, he could have hit TJ and just got a first down. Like
that's true.
There were multiple options here, so I put this a little bit more on Sam than the Rams defense. But again, 97 does a great job bowling over the right guard, and they ultimately can get that sack. This is the second to last sack. Yeah, it's the second to last sack. Here, mostly good Rams defense because they obviously create the pressure and then guard it well. But this is bad play design. It's just 4 verts, and nothing is open. So it's like I don't know what else you want to do. Like Sam gets killed in the pocket, but nobody's even remotely.
Yeah, no, I see.
There's nothing.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. It's just some of these. There has to be a sense where it's just like you throw a 50-50 ball to Jettis or something, if that makes sense. Like, was it Jettis on the bottom of the screen, or I guess not this angle, but
good job, Williams. Yeah, 92. He was coming. Did they do a switch release here? Or,
no. Jettis is in the.
Yeah, look, again, you can say that throw a 50-50 ball. To me, this is about the play design. You run it 4 verts. There's nothing open here. Yeah. I put that on KC.
Yeah, nothing in the middle of the field. Yeah.
But also that, once again, really good games up front. You get 92 as a free rusher, and he just killed Sam.
Oh.
Damn.
Yeah. This is the last one. To me, this one's on Sam. He could hit 86 again. Just get the ball out. I don't know why he pumped it. Just get the ball out.
Yeah, you just gotta. At this point, he was just like, it was just it is.
At this point, he's shell shocked. So this is why he ends up. He's not trusting anything he's seeing. He should just throw the ball, but he doesn't, obviously, and ends up getting a sack.
It's the first.
You think nigga is short?
Oh my god.
Yeah. So again, I when I was going through it and I was kind of charting it, I had about 4 out of the 9 sacks on Sam, and about 4.5 was primarily on the Rams defense, and about half from the Vikings. As far as play calling, kind of the weapons, which is really that 4th down is concerned. Interception, I still think he could have done better. So I'd probably put that a little bit on Sam, but it was a mixed bag. Sam obviously was shell shocked throughout the game, had those issues, happy feet from that standpoint, missed some of the easy reads as well. But also, it was a really great Rams defensive game plan from the games that they were playing up front. The coverage on the back end was sound. And then you had some of the play design issues that were really scouted well by the Rams. And then also some of the weapons didn't show up to that level. So all in all, it is those limitations of Sam Darnold as a quarterback. Showed up these last 2 games, and that they're going to move on and go to JJ for that reason.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's all I had to have.
No, I appreciate you. I think that was great film work. I was working on some other clips real quick, but I was listening and watching. I think that's great film work. This is officially no call, no show. So I'm not going to dwell on it. You know what I'm saying? I guess it's the type of you catch me when you catch me type. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie. If he got an answer for that, I trust Sam Darnold more than Matthew Stafford.
Nigga, it's a lot he got to answer for. It's not just that.
Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you.
That's the only shit.
Because the Ravens one, like Ev literally had to clear out and go for a good 20 minutes.
Yeah, that's what I don't understand at all. How does the Vikings have an easier chance to make a Super Bowl than the Ravens? Like, that legit makes no sense. Like, to me personally,
you hated that one.
I did not like that one at all, bro.
He was like, because the Vikings are better than the Ravens, and
so y'all play on Sunday or Saturday?
We play on Sunday.
The 1 seeds play on Saturday.
You know what's crazy, T? Remember when before we played the first time, where there was where you guys were it was being talked about, like you didn't know whether or not you guys were even gonna maybe trade Sam, and the Vikings were in the talks of, like, there was some random kind of stuff
It
that
was
was
some random
talked about,
Matthew
right?
Stafford to the Vikings talks, and I was
Yeah,
like, "What the fuck are y'all talking about?"
and it was before we played, right? Then after
Yep.
y'all beat us, and that shit went kind of like no one else really talked about it. I swear I was talking to some of the Viking fans that are on online and shit, like, bro, go get Sam if that's a real.
Did he cut out for y'all too?
He cut out. I'm like, what happened?
Did I cut out?
Yeah.
You back now.
Okay, yeah, I had a call real quick. But no, I was saying go get Matt, because I know what I'm gonna get from him in the playoffs. Like,
I ain't gonna lie though. Matthew no line don't do nothing though. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
It's funny because I remember because that Vikings-Rams game was on a Thursday night, and I swear I looked at the injury report, I think, and I was like, Puka was just randomly active. I think it was Puka or Cup, one of the two. And I was like, hold on, timeout. Like, what? Bro.
Jordan, it's not even the receivers, bro. We finally got our line. I ain't gonna lie, Ev. You know the biggest L take I had all year about the Rams though?
What?
Thinking Jonah Jackson was good in the NFL. Yeah, we paid that nigga to not do anything. We started rookie over him. But yeah, shout out Bo Limmer, man. Shout out Bo Limmer.
Why don't y'all target Cooper Kupp anymore?
Bro, I swear I'm watching the game winner in there, bro. Like, they don't even look at Cooper Kupp no more, bro.
I'm like,
I swear, I'm like, it's ridiculous, bro.
I'm like,
well, here's the thing: if teams are going to give him primary attention, and you already know Puka's really good, they used to really well to open some things up for Higbee and the other tight ends throughout the game. A little bit of Kyron Williams underneath too, and obviously they have Williamson.
We really don't pass to Kyron.
But D-Mac, he only had one target.
Robinson too. No, I agree, but I'm saying that if you have the ability to use Kupp as a quote unquote name, or just the attention that defenses will give him, then I understand why he doesn't get the targets that he used to, especially because Puka's the better wide receiver now.
No, I get that. I'm like, but bro, I was like, bro, I just needed him for one catch in the first quarter, bro. That's all I needed, bro. It was just one catch. Like, I was like, this ain't too much to ask for, get a little something, first drive. I'm like, bro, and mind you, Stafford used to force feed this guy. Like, what? Bro.
Yeah, it was hard to watch yesterday. I was sweating for 25 yards. Thank God the one catch was for 29. Like,
I was about to say, Ev, you got your 25 yards, nigga. Shut up.
That shit was ridiculous, bro.
Didn't you get your 25 yards, nigga?
Nah. Granted, I felt a little better because like the whole Viking shit decided to sell some cheddars. So
D-Mac, I don't know what's up with Higbee because he ended up in the hospital.
Yeah,
but bro, do you see how much different D-Mac? There was reports, but I love having verse, but they was trying to trade up for the tight end on the Raiders. I always forget his name.
Brock.
Yeah, they were trying to trade up for Brock last year in the draft. Having a real tight end in that offense, like, and I get Higbee's nothing crazy per se, but just having a real pass catcher in that offense, like, it does so much.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nah, Higbee had a good game yesterday for sure.
The way that McVay.
No, Higbee's been good for the last couple of years, though. I mean,
bro, he led. I would say he led y'all in receiving yards. I think he only played like a quarter and a half. And
5 catches, 58. Yeah, and he made that diving grab too.
All that shit was on like 2 drives. I'm like, bro. Oh man, bro. But shout out to y'all though. Hey, look, because I remember last week we ranked the teams, and
people had the Vikings over us.
Everybody in the NFC was put over y'all. I ain't gonna hold you.
I was not here
Commanders?
for those rankings. I want to be clear,
bro.
I'm not here for those rankings.
Let me pull up them rankings real quick.
Y'all was ranked 12. Y'all was ranked 12, dog. Like,
oh shit. So who wasn't better than us?
Bro, they put everybody but the Texans and the Steelers over y'all.
Oh, niggas had the Chargers over us? Okay, niggas believed in the LA Chargers. Okay.
Nah, bro. They now granted it was 9 through 12 was highly discussed, but now granted
I was not here for those rankings for the record. I want to make it clear.
Now we know who. Never mind.
So this was heading into the playoffs. We had y'all at 12. Yeah, Bucks, Broncos were over y'all.
The Broncos
Chargers were
was better
8.
than us.
which I was not a fan of. I was not a fan of the Chargers being over the Commanders, but the Commanders defense.
Who was the 7th seed? Who was the 7th seed in the NFC?
Yeah, man.
The Packers.
Commanders defense.
Hey, Ev, it's looking
Man,
real
the Packers fell
casual on
down all
this
the way to
list.
the
Who
7th seed.
who
That's
predominantly participated, big brother?
I guess there's no way I can remember that game. That was a week ago. There's no way I can remember that. What are we down to? What are we down to now?
8.
8 teams.
Yep.
Do
The
you?
final 8.
I hate this revisionist shit. Wood said, I'm not buying it.
Niggas thought the fucking Chargers was better, bro. Should be crazy.
Does anything change? Not really. Who's the final 8? Chiefs, Lions, Eagles, Ravens, Bills,
Vikings,
Commanders.
Well, actually, 6 through 8 have to go.
Commander. Who the other 2 teams? Commanders and who?
Rams.
Texans and Rams. Yeah.
Rams and Texans. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, Rams, Texans. Okay.
So 6 through 8, you could just delete.
No, nothing would change. I think the Commanders will probably go to 6. Commanders will go to 6, and then Rams and Texans. You can put them however you want to put them respectfully, but I'll put the Commanders at 6 personally. But some people might put the Rams. I don't know.
I was going to say Rams and Commanders. You can flip flop between 6 and 7, and then you can just you can slot the Texans.
Texans stay. So Texans will still be the worst team in the playoffs.
Probably.
Yeah, I think we'd all agree with that.
Yeah.
Damn.
So great
Jaja in here.
Great
Jaja,
performance
you in
last
here,
Saturday, but we
Y'all gonna be wrong again, Jordan.
Jaja, you in here, dog? Jaja, you in here, dog?
Hey, T, it's that time. You can start talking shit to him, bro. You going to
It's y'all
Detroit.
gonna be wrong again, bro. It's
Hey,
1-0.
hey,
It's 1-0,
Yes,
bro.
sir.
Jaja, where you at, man?
I promise you.
Hey,
if there's a week where I
they
do
be
not have an
hyping up all these
issue
bum ass quarterbacks with no Super Bowls, gang. Like
Hey,
we've been these stages,
That's
gang.
crazy,
Oh,
dog.
Jaja in here. Jaja say, "Yikes!"
They be calling them best in the world for no reason, T. I don't understand it.
Hey, look. If
Jaja,
there's a
did we
week,
bet?
I
Jaja,
don't
did
have
we
an
bet?
issue being that wrong. I mean, I don't got an issue being
Wait,
wrong.
T, you said we disrespecting the Rams because they be 7 and 8.
Bro, y'all
Could
don't.
that be-
Bro.
Wait,
at the end of the day-
where would you put the Rams, T?
When we beat the Eagles, what y'all gonna say then? Where y'all gonna rank us after that, bro?
No,
At
answer
least
the
top
question. Where
4.
would you put?
No,
where would you put
answer
the-
At
my
least
question,
top 4.
Nah, answer my question though.
What's your question, gang?
We the best team in the offs, nigga. I have a real quarterback, bro. Real quarterback play behind the offensive line. We don't gotta run with our quarterback, bro. It's different over here. So it hit different. You feel me?
Wait, talk clear though. I don't know what you're saying, bro. Like talk clear. Like I don't need to.
You
know
said
what
they're
I'm
the
saying?
best teams in the playoffs.
Y'all the best team in the playoffs?
No, we the second. We the second best team behind the Chiefs. We the only team with a Super Bowl winning coach. You know,
Yeah,
I mean, y'all got one, but that don't really. You feel me? Like that.
I'm
you
not
feel me? That was-
responding. I'm not responding to trolls. bro.
like respectfully, I don't trust Jared Goff in the Super Bowl. I trust Stafford in the Super Bowl though. Respectfully,
I'm
I
not
don't trust.
responding
I
to
don't trust
trolls,
Jalen
bro.
Hurts, bro. I trust Stafford.
Look, T.
I maybe trust Lamar. Like I ain't gonna lie. Josh
Credit,
Allen maybe. Neither one of them niggas got a ring.
Now, I just got a quick question. Hold up. After
I
what we
would
did
like
to
to
the
say
Broncos,
I'd probably have the
hold up,
Eagles
D-Mac.
over
Hold
the
up, D-Mac.
Lions.
After
If
what
it's
we
week
did
to
the
week,
Broncos,
he said, well,
I
you'll
think
probably
you
have
should
what,
keep up.
D-Mac?
I'd probably have the Eagles over the Lions personally, but I don't know if y'all. We can
That's-
keep it the same.
I would have
You have to change it. I'm not saying you have to change it, but I'm just saying that's how I would do it.
I swear I would have the Ravens over the Eagles. Bro. So you said you said the Rams would be 2 to you. If you're doing a divisional round ranking, you would have the Rams at 2.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, he's gotta have blind faith, you know.
We the only team that's won a bowl, bro. Like what the fuck? With
I mean-
with our quarterback, besides the Chiefs.
I mean, hey, you know, that's great, but I don't know if that's gonna help you this weekend.
You guys probably won't be around after this weekend.
So who would be 6 or 7 to y'all? Because I think with these two teams are
On a no troll thing, Ev, do niggas think like the Commanders are just a better team than us?
I think that you guys are a more complete team than the Commanders. I truly
I
do.
would-
Like that's me
I do
not
too.
trolling, Ev. That's me not
No,
trolling.
I do too.
I would have the Rams 6.
I
Yeah,
put the Rams
yeah.
6 and the Commanders 7.
Yeah, I like that as well.
Okay, fair. Now after what we saw in the wild card round, do we think that Ravens and or Bills should be over the Eagles, or Eagles should remain above both?
Yeah, I think we should just bump down the Eagles.
If I was being honest with you, and I'll tell you this
I
right
will
now,
put the
and
Ravens
I'll-
over them
I'll
niggas.
get flagged for it. But I would have the Chiefs, I would have the Ravens, I would have the Bills, and then I would have the Eagles, and then I have the Lions. That's how I would order that.
I think that's the perfect way to do it too.
I would not. I would not move the two. I would not move the two teams that had buys. I would say that their body of work has been the best, and I would say that look, Detroit, you can't at some point.
Yeah, it's hard for me to do that.
Yeah,
I agree. I completely understand. This would be how I would order those teams coming into the playoffs, though. I'm not.
Yeah. Facts.
No. That's fair. I was just I don't think
I'm not gonna lie to that comment in the chat of y'all underestimating the Texans defense. Do you know who the defensive coordinator of the Chiefs is, gang?
Bro,
Jordan, why you laughing, gang? Why you laughing, gang?
Hey, Tanya, if you think we're underestimating them, we can bet.
Bro, it's not that anybody underestimated the Texans defense. we folks didn't think they were gonna beat the Chargers because they didn't think
they shouldn't even be here to begin with.
Because they didn't think CJ was gonna they didn't think he was gonna pull the bullshit that he was doing all year long, bro. Shout out to their performance, but we're not gonna act that the Texans.
Oh, he said in regard to the Commanders over the Texans, but I still think
No, well, again, I understand it from that perspective, but I think the Commanders' offense is more of a weapon than the Texans' defense at this stage of the playoffs, even though I understand where you're coming from on that standpoint.
Yeah, I was about to say, because
OG, you might as well put a parlay on that.
Because
Lions, Eagles, Ravens losing.
I could be wrong, but I think a lot of people kind of thought that the Chargers-Texans game would be a low-scoring type of slug.
I think we said it for transparency, but it's cool.
Okay, Jaja. No one thought the Chargers offense was going to really get off with
make sure I like the video, y'all. Make sure I like the video.
With Lad McConkey and Quentin Johnson as your top two receivers. I don't think folks thought the Chargers offense was getting busy. They just thought the Texans offense was going to be ass too. So
to complete it though, after what we saw in the wild card weekend, I do think that buys should stay for the time being. And when we get to the Final Four, we adjust if need be.
Am I a hater because I just watched the Eagles and the Ravens play to say I would prefer putting the Ravens more comfortably ahead of the Eagles, and that would be the one switch that I would make?
Well, I didn't think the Steelers were good, so it's hard for me to.
I would move the Eagles down before the Ravens and Bills.
So what about the Bills what about the Bills?
I wouldn't move the Bills either because the Steelers and the Broncos are kind of
okay. The Eagles played a hurt Packers team. Okay,
true. I would say the Packers injuries really came more in the second half when their offense wasn't doing shit up to that point. But I just don't think anything this weekend to me dramatically changed my opinion of any of those three teams in relation to each other.
Blowouts isn't impressive, Jordan.
Eagles not better. Okay, that's fine. I don't mind leaving it. Eagles not better than the Ravens. I don't care though. But that's cool.
And to be fair, that's how I feel, and that's how I would change it. But yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
I just it wasn't. I guess it is a long time ago now, but the Eagles and the Ravens played on the field in Baltimore.
Understandable.
And the Eagles beat them. So,
True. I'm not.
Yeah, and again, my rankings were not based on what I saw in the wild card round. Nothing in the wild card round really changed the way I felt about any of these teams outside of I think I maybe didn't give enough credit to what the Rams defense could do to a good offense. But outside of that, nothing really changed much from that standpoint. That my ranking was about coming into the playoffs and how I would look at it. The Eagles convo was funny. Woods, why are the Eagles convos funny?
Yeah, man. Jordan Woods, you're not speaking your mind, bro. It's like you talking in circles. I can't really understand what you're saying in the chat. Speak your mind, bro.
Bro, y'all win the NFC, bro. We're going to see if Lions and Philly, and that's going to be fun. Between the Bills, Ravens, and Chiefs, we're going to see two of those matchups, and that's going to be fun. And, we'll see what happens.
Excuse me.
If we had that Eagles performance, they'd be trying to move us down. They so
fucking had Eagles performance.
Was the Eagles performance bad?
I think himself and probably many others were not impressed with the performance. I think some people felt
on offense specifically.
Yeah, specifically, and also the Packers might have probably left some points on the board. The game probably could have been a little closer, but the Eagles defensively, I meant made plays though regardless. And they made Love do some uncomfortable or some Jordan Love type plays when he's not looking good. So, I mean,
Ev, it's gonna be so crazy when niggas look up an NFC Championship and it's the Commanders and the Rams, bro. Rams going to the Super Bowl.
We can all live in alternate universes and
okay,
we can all have
I do want to say that would be insane. I don't think. Listen, I'm a Jaden Daniels fan. I am confident in the guy. I like what the Commanders got going on, but boy, they have some tough things on their hand with the Lions this weekend. I
I ain't gonna lie, bro. That shit
I-
about to be bad.
I don't know. Now, granted, I think it's going to be a good game. I think the Commanders are going to have some good drives. I get it, but I just don't think they're going to be able to stop the Lions' offense, man. I think it's going to get out of hand.
And they got Knuckles coming back. All right. Well, hey.
Yeah, so you're going to get out of hand. Texans versus Bills, AFC Championship 2. Black, y'all can do me a favor. I would love to beat CJ Stroud for a 5th time. I think that's a 5th time. Game 1, week 1.
Black, I got my bets with Jaja and XO and them niggas. XO still got DM me. If y'all know XO's Twitter hit me with it in the chat so I can DM him. But Black, we can absolutely put something on the game as well.
Oh, let me put that on my notes.
Oh, I got money. With
4th time, I think. 4th or 5th time.
Hey, Jaja, you want money against too, nigga? If y'all believe in that,
y'all beat them twice last year, Ev, and y'all beat them again. So
yo, Jimmy Butler won't stop. He told Pat Riley in a face-to-face meeting that he wants to be traded and won't sign a new deal with the Heat.
Yeah, bitch ass nigga. What do you mean he won't stop? You want him to get traded, right?
Like I'm tired of.
No.
Get off the team though.
Wait. That doesn't make sense. You want him to get traded. What do you mean he won't stop?
Get off this. Just get off the team though, gang.
No, nigga, he wants to get traded like you want. So why are you mad?
I'm not mad. I just want him off the team.
I guess I don't know.
Nigga get annoyed because he said he want to get traded.
I'm not mad. I just want him off the team. Like I wanted it over with, bro. Like,
I don't think he's. I think he's just annoyed with the situation itself.
Yeah, I'm just over. Like I just wanted to be done. I don't have no issues with Jimmy, bro.
I don't even know why they had a face-to-face meeting. I ain't gonna hold you. Like that should sound like a waste of time. Like, but shout out to Shams, bro. Jimmy's agent try to do a gotcha move on Shams, and Shams turned out to be right. It's just crazy.
Who Jimmy think he is? A dog?
OG, what you tripping? A nigga who brought your team in what is it? 2 or 3 finals? 2?
I mean,
so we got the three highest spreads we got this weekend coming up. We're not gonna go too deep into the games prior until Friday or either that Saturday morning. But Lions are coming in at the highest at home at -10, and then you got the Chiefs coming in the second highest at home at -7.5. You have the Eagles at -6. The Ravens is now 1.5. I do want to ask real quick: do y'all think any of these teams cover the spread? Because I had said prior to the games that if the Bills and the Eagles are who I think they should be when it comes to who they're going against, I think the Bills, Eagles, and Ravens all should win by 10+. They all did that. They all won by 10 or more. They took care of business. Do y'all think any of these teams are going to cover the spread?
That line moved too. The Eagles game was at 6.5. Directly when that shit, I looked at it shit right after it was at 6.5. So the line moved 0.5 down. But
and no, that wasn't a rankings for real. No.
You said the Lions, the Eagles, and the Chiefs, all 3 covering the spread.
Like, do y'all think the Texans, the opposite team, do you think the Texans coming to the Rams will cover the spread?
Or
either or. You can answer either way. You think the Rams will?
I think the Rams will because in the first matchup, Ev, they did dominate, but that was one of the first games to me that Omar was out there. Our interior lineman, Omar Spates, we had he was freshly coming in, and he was a 7th round pick. I think that also played into like why our run D looked, and then even in the game aspect, like Saquon put up 2 touchdowns, but the game wasn't like crazy away. Like for like at a certain point, I think it was like that second Saquon and the third put the game kind of at distance. But for a lot of that game, it was still close, and I think our defense has grown since then. But
I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if there was a point in that second half where anybody realistically thought y'all could win that game.
But Jordan, throughout like that game until that like third quarter Saquon touchdown, I thought it was still a competitive game.
Yeah, like no, you can have okay. So for instance, when the Eagles played the Packers last week, the game was competitive, but the Packers never at one point gave you a sense that they had a realistic, like shot at winning.
Yeah. That's why I left it alone.
Like, so I'm just like, to me, I just don't know how you guys are going to deal with that front, and I just think that when you're overwhelming,
Bro,
like
one of the biggest things, Jordan, is staying ahead of the sticks. But like on the defensive side, bro, we just cannot get like Verse and Byron Young cannot just get bitched on the edge, bro.
But that's what but I'm like, my thing is not only that, but typically speaking, I don't love West Coast teams traveling to probably cold Philadelphia in January. To me, I don't think Matthew Stafford plays as well as he did yesterday. I think he's going to struggle some. And the Eagles, they played a high level on both sides of the ball. So, I think it's going to be extremely, in terms of which team I think would cover the spread. I mean, I guess,
Do y'all think the Texans cover 8.5? Do y'all think the Commanders cover 8.5?
I don't
cover
know.
5.5.
8.5. I mean, look, I think that we win by 2 scores, but would I bet us on the cover? No, because I don't bet us to cover.
Like,
I don't do that.
Okay.
You know what this game could remind me of, D-Mac? Like, you remember when y'all played Jacksonville a few years ago, and like y'all were comfortably up 2 scores like the entire game, and then they get like a backdoor, like a touchdown, like.
They recovered an onside kick in that game too, which is funny.
They didn't really. Okay, I know y'all won by 7 or something like that. I'm just like, bro, like I think it would be something like that. Like, that's how I think a spread gets covered with those 3. I don't know, bro. Tough.
Yeah, that game it was 9.5. They scored a touchdown with 38 seconds left.
Yeah, exactly.
To make it a 7-point instead of a 3-point game.
What's the Chiefs?
No, we
record?
covered the onside in that game. My apologies. But yeah, it's backdoor cover. I'm good. I'm not betting on it.
Okay.
It's not good, Jaja. I'll tell you that much. Not good. Won a lot of close games, dog. We were favored.
How do you can you view who started on your offensive line? How would you be able to view that for like a previous game, if anybody knows that?
I mean,
the best way to it depends on. You can go to the Pro Football Reference. That's the best way. Could you look at the snap counts on there?
Yeah.
It looks. Because I do want to know who played especially in our offensive line, who played in that
versus
game.
The Eagles.
Yeah, that previous game.
Let me see if
Y'all were, and I think that matchup was in LA, right?
Yeah, it was in LA. It was like week 9, 10, 11, something like that. It was one of it was in that mix.
There it is.
It's crazy because y'all have been
okay. So
go ahead.
Your offensive line played 100% of the snaps. It was Limmer at center, Avila and Dotson at the guards, and Jackson and McClendon at tackle.
Clendon started?
Yeah, played the whole game.
Damn.
So I guess No Boom missed that game.
Yeah, I'm assuming so. Because I know we kind of like flipped, like we kind of didn't really have our unit till later in the year.
And so Havenstein's still out because he didn't play last night. Is he supposed to be out for the season?
His shit is. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I'm pretty sure his shit's like a shoulder.
Yeah, he has got a shoulder issue.
And I don't know the status.
Oh no, I lied. Havenstein played last night.
He did.
And that's what the snap counts say. Did I miss Havenstein on tape? So basically the big thing was you had McClendon instead of Havenstein out there.
Yeah, McClendon's terrible, bro.
Yeah, he's bad. He's bad. No doubt about it. Let me see.
Because I was just looking into like what offensive lines, bro. If you look at our offensive lines, D-Mac, bro, it's been different ones damn near every game until like the last like after the bye.
Few games. Hey, look, we have played maybe 40 snaps of the offensive line that we should have out there for the playoffs, so I completely understand.
Hey, Jordan, take Jonah Jackson back, bro.
Havenstein was out there. Yeah, he played 96% of the snaps.
Shout out, man. Because I thought it wasn't nothing serious, but then you said he didn't play. I was like, I thought.
Yeah,
He's tripping.
it's weird. It said he was. I might have been looking at the injury report for the Eagles game that said he did not practice because of shoulder, or was out because of his shoulder. So he was out for the Eagles game, but obviously played last night. We expect him to play versus the Eagles.
Yep. So good talks. We're further football talks period overall. Towards the end of this week and also Saturday morning. Also on Monday morning, we're going to be talking about Ohio State and Notre Dame championship game. Today is a great day for college basketball, guys, just like Saturday was. I do advise you, anybody that's college basketball fans, it's conference play, and it's a lot of good games tonight. Starting with 3 at the same hour. You got Auburn versus Mississippi State. Alabama most likely going to take care of business against Ole Miss. But this Kentucky and Texas A&M game is going to be really good. Chan, if you in here, you trying to put something on it? Chan, Kentucky, Texas A&M, you say you was betting. What we doing? He said a lot of unch facts. You also got, outside of them 3 games, you got Duke is going to take care of business against Miami. Baylor and Arizona. Baylor and Arizona is going to be a good game. Nah, no way. He got officially ruled out. He got officially ruled out.
What did you say?
No, I'm reading.
No way. Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, he's out. Okay, cool. All right, he out.
Ev, to answer your question though, you asked earlier. I mean, I think we can cover. Could be close. Technically backdoor cover. I think the Commanders cover, and because they put it at 8.5. I guess ESPN Bet still has it at 10. I don't know. I think the Commanders can cover that 10. But it, again, Lions could easily, boat race him.
I know he been out. OG Ted told me the other day that he may play, and I heard you too, D-Mac.
No, you good. Eagles and Rams, man. Yeah, I could see a scenario which you have the concerns about the Rams traveling into that nasty weather, that could be possible with Philadelphia. So I don't know. None of these lines stick out to me as something that I would bet against, except maybe the Ravens to cover because it's a short 1.5.
Yeah, that's the one.
Well,
I think that I think all 4 of these games are gonna be worth watching though. It just
1,000%. I think the Commanders and Lions game is gonna be some fireworks. What was the score earlier on y'all Chiefs and Texans game this year again? There wasn't a close one.
27-19.
Yeah, it was a little back and forth. We kind of controlled it towards the second half, but they were able to.
I was gonna say you can argue. I guess the Tank Dell injury kind of really not necessarily that I thought they would have necessarily won the game, but the Texans as a team kind of felt.
Yeah, that is that
game. Yeah, that's that game.
Yeah, because it was 17-10 at half, and then they had that touchdown to Tank Dell, which made it 17-16. They missed the extra point. We scored a touchdown, make it 24-16. They get a field goal, and that was pretty much the end of it. We got a field goal at the end. So,
okay, I got you. Reminder, guys, if you're not tapping into NBA games today or anything, which is I think it's a good NBA slate today as well. So it's gonna be a mixture type of night for me. Reminder, we have some conference play. The SEC is the best conference in basketball. 1,000%. You got the Auburn, Mississippi State, Alabama, and Ole Miss, Kentucky, and A&M. Xavier and Villanova is going to be a good game as well. Louisville and Syracuse should be a good game. And then
my guys from the zoo trying to get out of the upset, man. Trying to pull off the upset tonight.
Florida, y'all not doing that.
I know. We're gonna try.
Florida's good.
Hey man, they said we wasn't being KU. Fuck it, we gonna try.
Florida
is good though. Florida's very good.
They're really damn good.
Yeah.
They're really damn good. So yeah, it's a lot of good college basketball games today. And outside of college basketball games, thank you for the folks that came to talk about the Vikings and Rams game. I think that was a good hour and a half segment of talk. Don't forget to tap into Arizona and Baylor for all my folks that be up late, 11 p.m. Eastern time. You have Arizona versus Baylor to close out the night. And that's definitely going to be a good game. I think both teams came in the season ranked. Now Baylor dropped all the way down to 25th, and Arizona's not ranked at all. But Arizona's on a winning streak, and Baylor been turning their season around as well. So I'm definitely going to be tapped in because I'll be up late now anyway. Personally, live on TikTok and live on Twitch. Shout out to T put up last night. Guys, everybody's in here. I have a crazy clip coming out tonight or tomorrow. It's insane. T must have left alive or something, but it's insane what happened last night. But follow me on TikTok, follow me on Twitch. It's at Edward Jr. on both platforms as well. Speaking of tonight, we got NBA action tonight as well. And it's some things to highlight. You got the Cavs versus the Pacers running their back. No Embiid tonight for Oklahoma City versus the Sixers. Hawks and Suns running it back. They played recently. And you got the Kings and the Bucks. Denver and Dallas also running it back. T, stop bluffing. All you do is lie, bro. That's why I said, bro, like, you're not from Philly. Like, you officially a Cali guy, respectfully. You're not from Philly. We're going to have an NBA segment where there's myself and others. Really, I don't really got much to say. Honestly, it's just sometimes you got to call people bluff when they bluffing. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you got to call people bluff when they bluffing. And Jimmy be bluffing. Now, granted, I'm going to say this because people like to come in on the back end. Shout out to TJ. People like to come in on the back end, or you said this, you said that, and guys, what Jimmy is doing is smart. What the Heat is doing is smart. You know what I'm saying? Both sides are smart. Jimmy realizes, okay, if they're going to want me to return from the suspension and play the rest of this year out, cool, right? If they want me to play the rest of this year out, cool. But he like, nah, I'm gonna force my hand and I'm gonna tell you, Pat Riley, to your face, I want you to get traded. I don't want to be here. You know what I'm saying? And then he also threatening that he will opt into a player option. So he will opt into that $52 million to use it basically to get them to use it as trade, a piece to trade, or whatever the case may be. So that's the update as of this morning. Or I said this afternoon. Butler told Riley that he would not sign a deal with Miami and intends to use his $52 million option in the offseason for 2025-2026 as a trade maneuver, sources said. Butler's 7-game team issued suspension from the Heat for what was termed detrimental conduct ends Thursday, at which point the Heat will be faced with finding a path forward for Butler, with options including a return to the roster or a trade. Now, it makes no sense. Me personally, that's why I thought this was going to be a quick, fast and thing. It makes no sense to bring this guy back to Miami. Like, it makes no sense for him to even put on another Miami Heat uniform ever again. Like, ever again. This relationship can't be fixed. It can't be fixed. It's like, you feel me, Jordan? Basically, no update. You know what I'm saying? This relationship can't be fixed. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I don't really got nothing to say. That's why when I made my comments and T was like, "Whoa, you want money?" I'm like, "Yeah, T, I'm just over the situation." You know what I'm saying? I'd rather just end, bro. I don't really care about all this, to be honest with you. I'd rather it just end, and I think the quicker it ends. Well, Eddie Gonzalez, KD, man, I don't know if him and KD still super duper locked in, but Eddie Gonzalez said that the Heat are / willing to work with Butler to get him to Phoenix. And I think they will. They probably will do that, right? But do I care about it personally? No. But he makes it so tough because Jimmy the type of guy, like, this is my belief. Jimmy the type of guy that we would take our best available offer and what we think we like the most, right? What we think we like the most. He would go to that next situation and still be a douchebag because he wants to be in Phoenix. Like, he's still gonna do the same thing.
But it wouldn't be your issue anymore.
Good point. It wouldn't be our issue no more. Good point. So I don't know, bro. Like, I don't know. It's all weird, bro. It's all weird.
The Phoenix thing, I don't know. That's just talk, to be honest, the whole work with him, because it's like, without how are you getting it done without the Beal situation? And as long as everybody is standing firm on the whole like taking Bradley Beal on his contract, then like there's not really much to talk about. Like either you taking that contract or you not. And if the answer is no, then like you're just talking for real. You know what I'm saying?
No, 1,000%. Unless that's not going to happen. We do not want the Miami Heat. Do not want Bill. It will be Bill getting departed to or sent to a different team, brother. So yeah, basically no update, bro. Again, like I guess this coming out, I guess them having a face to face. One, at least they had a face to face. I guess them having a face to face may speed some things up because it said that Riley hasn't been showing a sense of urgency. What they met last week, Riley haven't been showing a sense of urgency to get him, to get it done. I guess he was trying to fake hold on some hope. So yeah, no real update, bro. Personally, it is what it is. I didn't see this news. Curry said Dub should make a desperate move. Let me read this real quick. But the trade downs over 3 weeks ago and said he wants to see the slumping Warriors get better, but not at the expense of making a different move that would deplete the future for the franchise. The fuck? Why he taking this angle? He taking I don't want y'all to go all in to try to help me win another championship. I want y'all to set yourselves up for the future. Are you getting that from that, Jordan?
Yeah, I'm not even gonna hold you. I mean,
that's interesting. Why wouldn't you want them to? Why you want them to care about the future more than caring about right now, like the next year or two?
That's if you have the belief that a move isn't gonna make you into a championship team, or whatever team you know like. The writing's kind of on the wall. Like I don't know when he specifically said this, but like when you lose into the Raptors, I mean, at that point you're just like, I don't know, but I didn't see. So I haven't really seen them lately, so I don't really know like what their specific issues are these days. But I mean, they're obviously not good. So I mean, I think Draymond said something similar, or I'm pretty sure he's said the same thing about them not mortgaging their future or something. So
yeah,
and they're also their moves haven't really gone well. So
yeah, I'm looking. This is bad. Nah, fact, Byron. He all the way checked out. Jordan said F the Warriors. Like he don't even care no more. Like he good. Let me see if there's some other news before I go through some of these games on Sunday and Monday, and then that'll be that. Can I ask y'all a question real quick? Because I be thinking about it. Are the fires in California still going on? Can y'all let me know in the chat? Are the fires in California still going on? Just curious. I know it's a random question, but I'm just curious. Are the fires in California still going on? Okay, thank you. I think on still going on is ridiculous. I think we got up until Monday yesterday in playback. I know as I'm going with the flow of the show at the moment, it doesn't make it's not necessary to move it to playback to talk about these games some more because it's really just me and I think Jordan Wilson just rocking just a rock, which is fine. But yeah. After this, obviously, I'll probably nap or Netflix or get on the game. So it works out my schedule regardless. Tomorrow, we obviously will have a lot to talk about with some good NBA games and also college basketball. And we also get NBA power rankings again. It's so funny because even OG mentioned me. OG is looking for. I don't know if the Rockets being good again is a good thing for OG. It's a good thing for the league, but I don't know if it's a good thing for OG. That's how I feel about it. It's a good thing. Always fun looking at strength of schedule with playoff teams highlighted. I ain't see this ad. My bad. You in here too. Shout out to you. OG at me when what them rankings look like. I'm trying to see something. Like I don't know if the Rockets being good again for him is a good thing personally. He did take a lot of clowning and backlash and all that over the past couple of years, to be honest. And I do think that they got something set in stone as far as foundation / structure. And I keep reiterating, if Jaylen Green continues to play like this, it just makes him that more of a threat. Because the Thompson twin, who's my favorite player on that mob, is going to bring his game every single night. So, yeah, man. Where I'm at. Let me look at INO sent me real quick. I know facing good offenses. The Rockets not gonna get past this. All right, so real quick, we stopped that Sunday, I think, and played back yesterday. So the speed through this. The Knicks, I think this was the Brunson and Cat game. Brunson had 44. I want to say Cat had 30. Let me fact check. Yeah, Cat had 30 and 18, 10 for 16. Brunson had 44.6 assists. Probably one of his better games of the season. Cameron Payne came off the bench and gave him 18 points. And looked like Miles McBride is back in return to action as well. Brunson and Cat been really damn good for the Knicks this year. We've seen Brunson take a mini scale back, but that allowed his efficiency to uptick, where he's now at 25 points per game on 7 assists. He's more efficient than he was last year, or probably in the same ballpark, where last year he was averaging 29 points basically. So that's a good thing for him. Also 3 less shot attempts, while Cat is coming in about 25, 26 points per game. So they got 2 25-point per game scores. They got a couple of 3-and-D wings. And Josh Hart, who's just playing really damn good. Cade is a top 5 point guard. Cade been really damn good this year, Aaron. Shout out to Cade. So I spoke to the Bucks already. Not really a fan of their team personally. Me personally, I'm not overreacting. It'll be hard for me to see Giannis being there, throughout the duration of his career, probably within the next 3 to 5 years, to be honest, my opinion. We'll see what happens. But Knicks got the win 140-106 on Sunday. And then when we get to Denver and Dallas, this was a game where Denver turned up in the second half. It was a close game more so in the first half, where Denver got the win ultimately 112 to 101. They outscored Dallas 33-12 in the fourth period. And they actually, they play again tonight. Kyrie Irving is questionable, so you may see Kyrie Irving again. But I do want to give a lot of credit to Russ and Jokic for how they've been performing together as a pairing, I would say, with him starting now. They sort of kind of function like that a lot. 21, 10, and 7 for Russ. In this game, you had 19, 8, and 9 for Jokic. Not good. Oh, Aaron Gordon returned. Okay. Why didn't I know that?
Because you're not locked in.
Okay, so it's the NFL playoffs. Aaron Gordon returned. I didn't know that. Aaron Gordon returned. He played 18 minutes off the bench, 13 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 block. So obviously that's something to monitor when they're going to swap. If they swap, more than likely probably will swap him back in the starting lineup. And hopefully that Russ continues to thrive, because I think when Russ plays that 30 minutes a night, he's pretty much effective for them on both sides of the ball. So shout out to Russ. Shout out to Denver. They're sitting at 23-15 now. Where they at in the West?
They played well without their 2 best players for sure.
Oh, facts. Yeah, I definitely should have said that. Especially Clay. Clay had a game that game.
Yeah,
they were about like 17 at one point, weren't they? Or something?
I think the first quarter they scored like 30 points or something. Is it up there? I can't see.
They outscored them 32-17 in the first quarter.
They
probably won. Let me see if they won by 17. They won by 19. Ridiculous.
19. Okay.
They had a 19-point lead in that game.
Yeah.
The bench won us that game. Murray stinker, but turned up late third, early fourth. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, like Clay played well. PJ Washington did not play well that game, but he's been playing all right, like good with their two best players out.
Yeah.
So how long are they both supposed to be out? Is it a couple more weeks, 3 more weeks or something like that?
I don't know. Luka, last time they showed a video of Luka, he was on a scooter, and then Kyrie has
another video came out like 2 or 3 days after that. And he was able to walk now.
Okay.
So yeah, that video he was on a scooter, but like another video like 3 days or 4 days. I want to say 3 or 4. After that, he was then like now walking. So if I had to assume, probably some more weeks.
Yeah.
Some more weeks away. Yeah.
And then Kyrie's thing is just like, I don't know what that's about. But they said Anush said he's questionable for tonight.
Yeah, he is. Yep. Kyrie questionable for tonight. Hopefully he returns to the lineup. They can obviously need him, but on top of him returning, hopefully Dinwiddie, Najee, Lively, PJ, Clay, Quentin all continue to contribute. Try to uplift them, because I don't want them to drop too far out with Luka still being out, being away. Who are the true contenders, all BS aside? OKC,
Cavs in Boston.
Cavs, Boston.
Stop right there. I swear to God.
That's probably it.
I'm gonna still say Dallas. That's something I understand though, but I'm gonna still say Dallas.
Because I was gonna say, because if you wanted to,
So you're not gonna say Denver?
okay.
I think Denver are contenders too. I do think Denver are contenders, but
Okay, say Denver.
yeah, I think Denver are contenders too. But did I say they were contenders at that time in that conversation that we were having?
You said they were stamped.
I said they were stamped contenders.
Yeah.
Tell me how I said it.
You said they were stamped, and I was like, I don't know if Denver is stamped.
So no,
You
tell me
said
the
stamped.
sentence. Tell me the full sentence though.
I
Like,
don't
how
know.
did I say?
I was gonna say, I don't know if Ev is doing
the
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. Like, tell me. I want to know the full sentence. Like, what did I say?
I'm sorry, I didn't record you, so I can say it word for word. My apologies. I didn't know that's what we do now. I need to record.
I don't know if I was like Denver is stamped contenders.
Now.
I don't know if I said Denver.
What I'm going to start to do is I'm going to start taking minutes during these things. I can say word for word.
But yeah, I don't know. When we start including Denver and Dallas into the discussion, now we're kind of starting what's the word? Dilute the meaning of contenders. Like, do we think Denver or Dallas can? I mean, maybe you think Dallas can because they did last year, but do we think Denver can win 3 games in the Western, 3 series in the West? You know, I don't know.
Depends who they match up with.
Yeah, I mean, because I mean, if you include Denver and Dallas, and I mean, you probably got to throw Memphis in there too, right?
No, not really. No.
No.
No, you
no. Have you watched
Dallas and Denver are not contenders, bruh. OG, the Rockets are not contenders, bruh.
Because
like, you said it's those 3. Stop right there. Okay.
Because I was about to say, because I could argue Memphis is better than Denver. I could argue,
but you would not pick Memphis over Denver in a series.
Maybe not in that specific matchup, but I could argue Memphis may have a better chance.
But then Denver.
Okay, so that's what I said, Shaggy. Okay, that sounds more likely. If the Wolves stamped, how was Denver not stamped? Okay, that sounds more likely. It sounds like somebody was trying to stamp the Wolves. And I'm like, whoa. If the Wolves are stamped, how was Denver not stamped? I think I probably said that.
The combo
Shaggy said it.
The combo started because we were talking about who was stamped, and y'all were saying Denver was stamped. And I was like, I don't know why y'all think Denver's stamped. Like, I don't think the team.
No, but Shaggy's right in terms of the framing of like the conversation.
Yeah, because I don't think I just came out and said Denver is stamped contenders.
It
had to be something around it.
You agreed with the statement. The combo literally was who is stamped.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So Shaggy lying then?
Maybe that was another combo, but the combo we had was if who is stamped, and you guys were saying Denver is stamped. I was like, I don't know why y'all stamping Denver, and there's a lot of pushback about them being stamped.
Okay, as a team, they definitely been better, but I'm not taking Memphis Denver until Memphis makes a trade to offload. Yes, fact be more they had and add a bona fide player to the court. Exactly, I agree. And I said that about Memphis months ago, and I still feel that way about Memphis. It's a log jam that is unnecessary, and they have young talent / assets on top of draft pick that they can move off to get a guy that they can just squeeze in instead of trying to give guys 10 to 15 spot minutes or whatever the case would be. All that can just go to one guy for 2025. In my opinion, that will be a key contributor to that team, and most likely be special. You want to bash Ja a lot. I know that.
I don't want to bash Ja. I'm asking.
No, you've been speaking on Ja over the last 3 days a lot, like pretty a lot, and it's not in a good way. You want everybody thoughts on Ja. Heaven said, I peep your game. I know how you move, Heaven said.
I'm sorry. The question is, y'all brought up Memphis. I didn't bring up Memphis, right? And the question is like, if they're better than this team and that team, and if they would beat, and like if they're contenders. So my question to you is, how do you feel Ja has been playing? The reason that I'm asking this question is because I think that his performance matters in this conversation.
Well,
my apologies if you don't feel so.
I guess being the one who initially brought up Memphis, I would say that Ja's performance.
Like I brought up Memphis is insane.
No, I'm not doing that. But Heaven said, the other 2 days ago, you asked me a question about Ja, Then yesterday I heard you ask OG. Then yesterday I heard you ask Byron or other people about his athleticism and his play. Heaven, this is what you've been doing. Heaven, I peep your game. Heaven, I know what be going on. Heaven,
this is the thing. This is the thing.
You pushing some jaw agenda right now. I know what's going on. Heaven, go ahead.
This is what's happening right now. Other people are bringing up Memphis, and I make a comment.
Okay, so Heaven, how do I think Ja's been? I have not been impressed with
No,
Ja's.
you know what? From now on, whenever y'all bring up
answer
Memphis,
the question.
I'm not gonna have a comment.
Wait,
Don't
you can comment. You can
Don't ask
comment.
me about how they're playing. Don't ask me about to review what they do against another team. I don't care.
No, you can comment, but I do notice it's not a Memphis thing. It's a Ja thing. You're taking an angle at Ja. I'm noticing.
He's the big.
But they're having a good season though. They're having a good season though. They've been one of the better teams in the Eastern Conference. I mean, Western Conference all year.
How far
with the injuries
depend on him. Depends on him.
Well, also, why do you think everything is just end all be all Ja?
I think he's a big part of it.
Yeah, but they also have Jaren Jackson. They also have Desmond Bain. They also have a rookie center in the middle. They also have Brandon Clark back health. They have a team. Why is everything just Ja?
Triple J is playing amazing.
Really damn good. He's replicating what he did last year.
So I have no questions about Triple J, right? The question that I'm having is Ja, because I think Ja is a big part of how great they will be and how far they will go in the playoffs. I don't know that this was a crazy take.
So I guess I would tell you that I think Ja. I don't expect Ja to be playing. I expect them to be playing better when the playoffs roll around, because a lot of more times than not, he typically plays pretty well in the playoffs. So that would be me.
Did she say I gotta go?
I guess.
What did she say?
I think she said.
Yeah. Okay, so she had a dip. Okay, I didn't hear what she said, but I don't know. Memphis and the coaching and all that. It's on some weird stuff right now. But again, people, I don't want to overreact to Ja's play right now, because one, minutes have not been stamped like what he'd been playing previously. Averaging 28 minutes per game for one, literally averaging 28 minutes per game, and then in and out of the lineup, which is on him. I'm not taking that away and taking anything away from him. And then also, I think as the season goes on, he'll just be better. Like, he'll get better. So I'm not overreacting to a guy that only played 23 games this season. Like, I'm just not doing that. I think Ja will be fine, and I think Memphis will be fine. And it's actually a blessing for them. Why everything is just not Ja for me. It's actually a blessing for them that Jaren is actually replicating what he did last year. The main question mark was, for me personally, okay, Jaren is at 22, 23 points per game, whatever it was. Ja and Bane basically missed majority of the season, because Bane had that bad ankle injury, I want to say, last year, and he just didn't play a lot. And Jaren was the only guy out there. What led to them having the top 10 pick and getting Zach Edey. Jaren was the only guy out there, so, and then now he come back this year, he's leading them in scoring. He's pretty much doing the same thing he was doing last year, and if not even better. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to make it just a Ja thing, because I don't think he's even forcing the issue as much as we've seen him do in previous seasons. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've seen him average 27. We've seen him average 26. In both of those seasons, it was on 20 field goal attempts per game. Now he's at 16. So it's like he's not forcing the issue. He's not doing what he was doing 4 years ago, because he doesn't have to. They have a better team. Granted, those teams, I think, won 50 games as well, but they have a better, well-rounded team. They're getting good rookie play from Jalen Wells. They have Zach Edey, who's been having up and down season, but he's been fine for the most part. Marcus Smart in and out of lineup, but Luke Kennard, Scottie Pippen Jr. is a really good backup point guard. Like, it's all these different guys that I can shout to. Santi Aldama. Like, I just put on screen yesterday, they have 7 or 8 guys averaging double figures. That's probably the most in the league right now, if I had to guess. Somebody can probably fact check that, but that's not something easy to fact check. They have 7 or 8 guys averaging double digit points, bro. So when you want to say, how do you feel about Ja? Well, look at the team. That's how I feel about Ja. Like, I want to make it about the Grizzlies. I don't want to make it about Ja. I think they've been one of the better teams in the Western Conference all year, and they lost a game last night that they probably should not have lost, but they lost a game to a really tough team in the Houston Rockets. So, what are they?
I agree with what you were saying earlier, though. They need to. They have a log jam right now with talent.
1,000%.
They need to offload that somehow.
Yeah.
Honestly, just to get one stamped player would make a world of difference for them. Even honestly, and this even if they have to get off Bane, fuck it, fuck them.
Nah.
Bro.
Yeah.
If they can get a player in better than Bane, fuck them. Let them go.
Yeah, I guess I was more of the.
What you think? Bane is unmovable?
So
I don't think
guess,
they want to move Bane right now, personally.
I mean, I'm sure that's not. Of course, he's not. That's not the first name they're gonna throw out there. But if they can get let's say, I don't feel like thinking about this shit too hard. But if there's a player out there that's let's say an all-star caliber player or better, and Bane is the difference between that, bro. Let him go. Fuck him.
Yeah, I was gonna say they'd prefer to move other people and try to have those three plus that other guy that you're talking about. But no, I guess the only reason I brought up Memphis was I just, to me, didn't really see. Now, granted, if you want to do the Dallas and Denver thing based off of who their, top guys are and what they've done in the last couple of years, then yeah, that's fair. I was just saying, this season, I don't think Dallas and Denver have done anything to where they would be stamped, but Memphis isn't. I don't think, personally, I don't think any of the three are contenders. But if you want to say that they are, then I think all three would have to be included, not just two of them, because I think they're all on the same tier. That's all my point was when it came to the Memphis thing. So,
yep. Facts, Quan. And back to Memphis. The reason why I'm not overreacting, I mean, guys, they have one of the 6 best records in the league, maybe 5, third in the Western Conference. They dropped 2 games to the Rockets, who was freaking second in the Western Conference. I just don't want to be what I'm saying. I don't want to, we have to put some more respect on the Rockets, bro. You know what I'm saying? So the Grizzlies are fine. Ja's fine. Will he get better offensively throughout the course of the season? Yes, I believe so. But he also does not have to force the issue, in my opinion, throughout this season, because they have a team. Again, let me fact check it one more time, because I don't want to say the wrong number. 7 or 8. We just looked at it yesterday. This is no slouch. I'm gonna add Edie. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Did I count that wrong? 3, 6. So 7. 7 guys averaging 10 or more, bro. Marcus Smart haven't been playing this year. On top of that, who was at 9 points per game. They've been getting good minutes from Jay Huff. They've been getting good minutes from Jake LaRavia. They've been getting good minutes from Brandon Clark. Good minutes from Luke Kennard. This is not nothing to scoff at. You know what I'm saying? So this is a good team. I'm fine with them, and I do expect them to make a move. But I'm really just happy that Jaren is taking that leap offensively, or had taken that leap offensively compared to what he did last year. And then on top of that, replicating it this season. So if the Thunder get Cam Johnson, I think they have enough bit more. I'm hearing that they are top of the list of teams that want him. I remember Eli said something about him thinking that he know the defensive player aside from J. Toby jumped the offense too. Facts. It's 1,000% impressive, Chan. So yeah, I was just saying players. To continue to keep it rolling down real quick. And again, thank you to everybody that's in here so far. I've been tapped into the show today. What were we at Sunday? Pelicans and Boston went down to the wire. CJ McCollum missed the game with a layup. Tatum had a great game personally. I think he had 38 points and 11 assists in this one. I said 11 rebounds. I did not mean to say 11 assists. I think he had 11 rebounds. Yeah, he had 11 rebounds with only 3 turnovers. 14 for 30, 2 for 10 from 3. So bad shooting, but he got to the line. Bad shooting from 3, but he got to the line. Ultimately finished with 38 points. Can't be mad at that. Gotta accept that. It is what it is. Good Jason Tatum game. Like I said, it went down to the wire. Trey Murphy was having a game. Trey Murphy dropped 30. Zion shot, I damn near would call it an ill-advised step back 3 at this point. It was from the left wing or something like that. Not your game, bud. Not your bag. Not what you do. I don't know why he shot that down the stretch of the game. Might have been tired. Might have wanted to force the issue and make a play. I don't know. I wasn't a fan of that shot, Zion.
Bro, I never seen that nigga should have stepped back there a day in my life.
That was a tired, John. That was a fucking.
Yeah, that was a tired. I'm trying to make a. Yeah, I'm trying to just.
That was fuck it. If it go in, it go in.
Yeah, that was definitely that type of shot. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'd rather shoot the ball, so let me shoot it. And it was definitely that, bro. 16 points for Zion, 5 steals, over 2 from 3 in that one. DeJounte had 26. Trey Murphy, like I was saying, it's a hell of a player from on top of that, but he had a good game as well. 30 points. I'm glad he got paid and got that extension this offseason. And that was that, man. They lost a tough one. They sent at 8-32 this year, through 40. So at least they got their first round pick this year. So that's something that they can work with. And who knows? They can get pick 1. Zion, Cooper Flag. Ooh.
No, I ain't gonna lie.
Who knows? I thought y'all told me. They told me Pels got their pick this year.
Let me check.
I swear they told me
They probably do have their pick. I ain't gonna hold you. Let me check.
I think they do.
Zion Cooper Flags,
that'd be too OC.
Talk about the ticket sales. Talk about the ticket sales, bro.
Two Duke guys, okay.
That's
Talk
not a
about
lot of
the ticket sales,
bro.
bro. Yeah, that's BJ.
You got Flag, but and then they work in like the same job, like fake the same area.
Man, that from a marketing standpoint, that'd be amazing. But obviously, it's all the rumors that Zion don't want to be in New Orleans for da. So, whatever.
Young, New Orleans is the place to be. If that happens, New Orleans is the place to be. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie to you. You got 2 box office players. Them motherfucking ticket sales gonna be through the roof.
Only reason why I feel like it's best for them to, if they smart. Again, if they smart, because some people may think, well, they're probably not too far. Just trade the pick, which they'll probably get a haul for, or you know what I'm saying. But nah, it doesn't make no sense to trade that pick because your future does not look too bright. Again, it's Zion, CJ, DeJounte under contract, Herb, all these guys under contract. And I left BI out for obvious reasons. And
he out of there for sure.
You're not building no championship team with that. You're going to be in the 34, for the 35 to 43, 42 ballpark when it comes to wins. So I think it makes sense to get that next guy that you want to build your team around, even if it's Zion too, or probably build alongside Zion, right? So either or, because Zion is not a free agent until 2028 if they decide to keep him. CJ's a free agent, unrestricted after these next 2 seasons. So he's actually expiring next year. And then DeJounte has 2 more years after this season with a player option, which he'll probably opt out of at that point. Herb has 2 more years after this season. Trey Murphy he has 5 years basically. So I think it makes this team is not going to be looking at anything for real. So I think it's smart for them to not trade the pick. I think it's smart to get that next guy, that 19, 20-year-old that you want to build your team around, or even build with Zion and proceed that way. Zion, Trey Murphy, and proceed that way. While trading off BI, obviously. Not saying they're going to get much back for him, but still the point.
You don't think BI got some good value?
Wait a second. Okay. We bringing Bells now, right? So you go Dylan Harper. Ooh, Dylan Harper, CJ McCollum, Zabron. Oh my God. Okay. Herb Jones, Trigger Trey. Oh my goodness.
What about DeJounte Murray, bro? He's on the team still.
Oh yeah, that guy.
You just, I'm like, why you just move him out the way? Listen,
I ain't gonna lie. I forgot. I ain't gonna, like the matter of 5 seconds. I forgot all about DeJounte, bro.
DeJounte Murray, bro.
I forgot all about that nigga, bro.
Bro, why you switch up on DeJounte like that, bro?
What you mean? DeJounte still my boy.
No, it's not, bro. That's not your boy, bro. You dead forgot. Forgot he was on the team.
Bro, the Pels I ain't gonna say that they're not in a fucked up spot. They kind of like in a good spot because they got some nice assets, bro. And then you still got your draft pick, and then you still got BI under contract. I think they in a nice spot.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I'm rocking with that color, that wall, and that background swiper. No funny.
Yeah. It's
nice.
going.
That new setup is a win. New setup is a win for sure.
Yeah,
what is that wall color? What is that? Is that actually painted, or is that a green screen or something? What is that?
Nah, so I got these lights that I got on both sides, and then I can change the color depending on whatever I like. Want to put out that
that's
day.
Clean. Okay.
Yeah, that color right there, that one is hitting. Oh, that's a nice little Denver blue. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm messing with that light. I like that background.
Cam, man. Always elevating and improving.
Facts. All right, shout out to Swiper Cam. I had to solo you real quick. Oh shit, I mean to remove it. I removed the ESPN thing. Shut up, goods. Where we at? So yeah, that's the Pels. If I'm the Pels, if they smart, I think if I'm them, I'm keeping the pick 1,000%. Whether it's top 3, wherever they fall, I would assume they'll probably have a top 5 pick this year. I'm keeping the pick, and I'm trying to add on to what I have because they have to get some type of direction. And CJ's up in age. Thank God he's expiring next year. DeJounte is going to approach his 30s in a season or two. And then you have young guys in Zion, Trey Murphy, and Herb. And that's just not enough. So continue to build on top of that. But they have a good rookie center as well. And Missy. So to continue to build on top of that and then proceed that way. So if I'm them, I'm keeping the pick 1,000%. I'm not moving that pick unless I can get like nigga that shit. If you get pick 1, that shit come with Cooper Flag. I don't think it's smart to trade that pick like at all. That's like
Cooper Flag still the number 1 pick.
Another thing,
bro.
bro.
Did you see this
First
weekend?
of all, listen. He never fell out the number 1 pick.
Better than him.
No, that was just narrative, BJ.
Yeah, like he never fell out the number 1 pick. It's always an argument, of course, but for real, it's always Cooper Flag. And then with BI being hurt, it's like it's low key. It was low key kind of good for the Pelicans because you get to really see what Trey Murphy is when BI is gone next year, and this gonna be what Trey Murphy is.
Do you think
that's a bit hard?
How long is BI out for still?
Man, I didn't even heard nothing about BI.
I don't know. I'm about to say,
Yeah.
I don't know what the reports on his
Let me check.
timetable.
It said indefinitely.
I don't know, but I'm not bringing him back though.
Bro, is that man even really hurt?
Bro, come
I ain't
on
gonna
now.
lie. I don't even know what happened to him.
Nah, Wes said the same thing. He had the ankle injury. Remember, he came down on Lou Dort. Remember, he came down on Lou Dort, bro.
Yeah, but I said,
Yeah.
So
they say he has yet to be reevaluated. He has yet to be reevaluated.
Yeah, that was a while ago.
And that was reported 19 hours ago. So, he's out. He's been out for the last 16 games.
Yeah, I
So
think
that's at least like a month.
He had an ankle
I'm
injury.
dead, like 3 weeks.
He missed 16 games off an
Like
ankle.
Fuck, you think niggas just niggas just roll their ankle
Nah,
bad and
I mean,
just
I
be able
don't
to
know.
wake up and play? Like,
I don't know what type of John it is though. Yeah.
Nah, it was a nasty jump, bro. It wasn't no average road. It was a nasty jump.
All right. I'm like, damn, 16 games off a road ankle. That's just like a little extreme, twin.
Yeah, so that's that. That's my little 1-2 on the Pels. Where we was at? We on Sunday still.
I wonder what team gets Brandon Ingram. My bad. I wonder what team.
Nah, you straight, Birdie. Pacers got the win against the Cavs. They run it back again tonight. They ended the Cavs streak. Pacers been playing really good basketball over the past couple of weeks as well. They got the win 108-93.
You see what their defense look like?
Was it's been better?
Bro, yeah. With they're 13-3 apparently with Nembhard the last 16. And I want to say that once they third quarter locked around, they didn't have Hallie in the game. So they literally just went Pascal, Miles, Nembhard, Benny, and then they put Ben Shepherd, Jarrett Walker and them out there, bro. And they had 37, I think, in the third quarter, just shut the door on Cleveland. They really should have a really good defense with the amount of athletes they have on the roster. They're probably one of my favorite teams to watch, from top to bottom. Just when you put Obi in the game with them, Jarris in the game, Thomas Bryant's having good minutes with them. They just got several players that are tall, long, they're athletic, and they just all know how to play basketball too. And Carlisle got them they're playing really well as of late.
Is this with and without Hallie as far as your favorite team to watch?
Yeah, I think with Hallie, obviously, but I think conceptually, everybody probably know I like rangy wings and guards that can play both ways. And I think Nembhard, he's such an underrated player. He has one of the best contracts in the league. He's about 6'4", 6'5". He does everything. He can shoot the ball well. He's a really good defender. He's an active player. He's just a more skilled, I would say more skilled, more fluid Josh Hart. I think a better offensive version of Josh Hart without the rebounding upside. I just think he has a lot of really, really important stuff to his game, man. Just a really good team. They're good. I think they're whatever. I said on Lockdown NBA. I think they're whatever the tier is below Boston and Cleveland. I think that's where they are.
Oh damn! You like them more than New York
in that mesh?
Oh, in the mesh with
but
everybody else.
I think they can get with New York 100%. 100% they can get with New York if they're healthy. Yeah, 100%. Because New York, they haven't been good versus above 500 teams this year. They still can't guard nobody. And then you see what they're doing with Brunson. Same thing that Patriots doing. Hallie, they just don't have the personnel. I don't know if y'all watched the Knicks Detroit game last night, but very similar. The Knicks, whenever they tried to hide Brunson late game, they try to show and recover, but their recovery is slow, and they have a slow big man that can't that can't rotate like super well. And so if you get them in action, especially weak side, and you can just overload the court and you can overload and then have shooters weak side, you can take advantage of them consistently. And I think that the Pacers, they got the personnel to be able to do that. And especially just cutting, like their transition game could be really good. Like they're really well coached. I don't think they're anywhere near Cleveland and Boston, like, you know, into season stuff. But if you told me it was a 6-game series, everybody's fully healthy, both versus those teams, I'd believe it. I think they could beat the Bucks too. By the way, like
I was about to ask that. Is that mesh under Cleveland and Boston for you, New York and Indy, and that's it? Or are you adding
New York, Indy, Milwaukee? But Milwaukee's not. They're you know, I just don't believe in what they have. I think they're too slow-footed, especially in their
What about a healthy Orlando versus Indy?
Healthy Orlando will be a problem because of their defense, but I don't know if they could score with them though. Remember, Boston defense was elite last year. It's not been as good this year. Boston gave up like a 122 offensive rating in 2 games without Hallie included in the Eastern Conference Finals versus the Pacers. Like they're going to score. I don't know if the Magic could actually score with them consistently. Would be the actual issue.
Yeah, fair. No problem with that. Fair. Let's see. So yeah, Pacers got the win. Shout out to Swiper. Everything that he just said as far as the Pacers, he's been locked into them way more than me, obviously. Looked like they turned it on in the third quarter. They outscored them 37-18 and then carried that momentum into the fourth quarter as well. After being stepped on in the second quarter, 34-19. So Halliburton went out with this one with a hamstring injury. He also he's going to miss this game tonight as well in the rematch against the Cavs. But Byron's a nut dog. He highlighted Ben Shepherd. He highlighted Mathurin. He highlighted Jarris Walker and Obi Toppin. You know, a lot of freakish athletic guys and big wings that they can do a lot with offensively and defensively. Shout out to the Pacers. As far as the Cavs, I mean, it's okay. 33-5, their second home loss of the season. They didn't get their best D. Mitch or Garland game from an offensive perspective. Mobley was still Mobley, and Jared Allen looks like from a box score perspective, at least 16-12 for Mobley, 11-9 for Allen. I'm definitely gonna be tapping to the game tonight. He's been dealing with a hamstring injury like last year.
In the East for you?
1,000. Well, I don't want to say 1,000% because that's super duper heavy. But yeah, I think the Cavs are better than Boston right now, and they've been better than Boston this season. And I think that they'll give Boston a good go in a series. But I mean, obviously, I probably still lean Boston in that series regardless, though. But I think the Cavs are the best team in the East.
Wait, hold on. If you stayed on that, why wouldn't you pick them to beat them in the series?
Because it's a 7-game series. I'm gonna go with the team that I feel like can reach higher heights. And I think both teams healthy. I think the Boston can reach higher heights offensively on most nights.
What?
A lot of that has to. Yeah, I feel like that higher heights offensively. A lot of that have to do with Mobley's play. Mobley had a good offensive playoffs, in my opinion, last year, and been pretty good this season as well. But I would still bank on Tatum and Brown elevating to a level more so probably Brown elevating to a level more than maybe a Garland, or which Garland probably will have a lot of success against Boston, or maybe even D. Mitch. But I would still pick Boston if healthy to win that series personally, though. But I think it will go 7.
Are you impressed? Go ahead.
Has I been impressed with Boston this year? No. If that was your question.
Well, yeah, I could say like, I guess who you.
I don't think Boston trying to impress nobody this year, honestly.
They don't want to play how they've been playing though. It's not the same.
Yeah, that's the thing, bro. Like, I don't think they got that much room to do that. I mean, respectfully, like they're really good, but they also like they had I'm not. This is no clown. This is just facts, low. Like they just had a very easy walk relative to because of the injury. So like I'm saying, if Cleveland's healthy this year, Patriots are healthy this year, if whoever. Right, I just think they're just going to need a little bit more continuity and chemistry to be able to get into the playoffs. And you know, obviously they wouldn't have to face them to the conference finals. But I mean, what's Cleveland? Are they 6 games ahead in the East right now?
Yep.
I mean, that's
for
the number 1 seed.
Well, Cleveland was on its way to giving them a legitimate. Because here's the thing, like, because Cleveland not only was Jared Allen not playing coming into the series, but then Donovan Mitchell goes down. Yeah. Now, granted, Porzingis didn't play, so like that's a Now,
but have you seen what Jared Allen been doing all these bigs this year, Jordan?
Yeah, that's true. No, like I would
crazy, dude.
It's just my thing is.
Yeah, bro. They told me that was all Mobley, bro. Calm down.
People have to realize though that repeating is insanely difficult. It is insanely difficult to play at an extremely high level
come back and then could play at that extremely high level. Like unless you're like one of those all-time teams, and like that's why you see like nobody's really repeated. Even though it's fun because every year, like the team that won the title, you know, they have a really good chance to win it again, and they kind of remind me of y'all a little bit, Swiper, last year, where
Do
I
you,
think
do you
y'all
think that's the
played well.
design of the CBA?
Yeah.
Well, but the Nuggets, the thing with the Nuggets though, they were better the next year, like in terms of regular season. But I just think they just ran whatever it was, they just ran out in the second round. Now I think it would have been different if they obviously would have got past that. I think, but I think that's what I think it is, Jordan. I just think that the CBA, the length of the season, you got to stay healthy, you got to keep the chemistry up. Drew Holiday and Derek, like their defense has just simply not been as good this year. Like it's just not. And then on top of that, it's like the NBA, it's not that they caught up with Boston, but it's just like I think that the NBA is more used to this is what they're going to do. We just know tactically kind of how to play versus it a little bit better. It doesn't mean we're going to beat Boston, but at least we have a bigger chance than normal, if that makes sense.
Yeah. You know, run them off the
Do
field.
you think Boston cares what seeding they are during necessarily by the time they get in the playoffs?
They definitely.
I mean,
care.
obviously, right? Obviously, not.
They
playing,
should
not playing. Not they want to. I'm pretty sure they want to be top 4. But as long as they're within that top 4, you think they really like it really makes a difference to them?
I think that's dangerously overconfident. I think you should at least try to be a top. I think you should at least try to be a top 2 seed.
They will be for sure.
They'll probably end up being a top 2 seed, but
yeah, but I don't think, and because I know obviously that's a dangerous mentality to have unless you have one of those type of guys. Then
you don't think they think they got one of those?
No. I'm talking about, because here's the thing, like, because the only instance I can think of where a team probably didn't care about like seeding like that was probably them Cleveland teams. But I'm saying they had LeBron, so it really didn't matter. But I'm saying, like, to me, like, you should always in the regular season maintain some level of excellence so you can also have some momentum going into the playoffs as well. Like, I think that matters. Like
the momentum thing, that's more so about the end of the season, bro. That last, I want to say, a few months right after the All-Star break, going into the playoffs. I think that's when you need to be striding into the playoffs, bro. Like having whatever you're doing in the beginning of the season. I mean, of course, right? You're building good habits, building good foundation, right? But that's not necessarily, because even last year, right? The Celtics were pretty, or was it 22? Whatever year it was that Jaylen Brown tweeted there was a shift, right? The Celtics were pretty bad at the beginning of the year, and they got their stride in the second half of the year.
Because remember they made a trade, and they were just a different team. It wasn't even like because you got to remember.
What was the trade? What was that?
That was when they traded for Derek White.
But this does not change.
You hear that?
Yeah, I heard that in the background. I don't know what that was.
Somebody driving.
All right. Let's fuck it.
It was me. I was gonna say something, but
what you gonna say, haven't said?
No, go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but so you said the mid-season, that was the season they got Derek White. I think they had Derek White before you tweeted.
No. They traded for Derek White, but you remember the Celtics just in general, they just weren't.
They weren't that good.
They weren't a good team. First half of the year, they made some changes. I don't specifically remember, but and remember that was Udoka's first year. So
and they started.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
they got their stride in the second half of the season going to the playoffs, bro. And I just think that's the most important thing. Getting your stride going into the playoffs. Like, of course,
that's true.
You want to play good basketball throughout the whole season, of course, right? Like, obviously, but I feel like this is more important to, as long as your continuity, as long as you guys are getting together towards that last 2 months, I think you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Regardless of what your seeding is. Obviously, the matchup still matter. Like, you don't want to play Boston, you don't want to play Milwaukee, but realistically, I ain't gonna lie. The East this year, it might be tough no matter who you play in that first round, unless you're getting whoever's coming out those playing games.
Yeah.
Let me see the East standings right now. East.
I'll pull it up too.
Because let's say you get even the next series, let's say the Knicks are the third seed right now, right?
They play the Bucks right now.
That'll be a tough ass series. You don't want to.
Magic
And
and
right
Pacers
now,
will be good.
the Heat are the 7th seed. I don't know how that's gonna work out though.
I do want to say Cavs and the Celtics they'll be pretty comfortable playing whoever comes out of the plane at the moment. I'll say that.
Yeah.
Cavs and the Celtics will be pretty comfortable with even though the Pistons are surging, they're playing good basketball over the last 10. Kate Cunningham is having a career year. It's my question thing is the Heat, because without Jimmy, what can they really
that's what I was
offer
looking
in a
at,
7-game series against Cleveland or Boston? Not really much. You know what I'm saying? So I think in the Pistons, they're a tough team.
Oh, you mean Tyler Hero can't carry, bro?
Control, bro. We're having
no. Realistically, the only thing that could majorly shift this whole thing is if Philly gets healthy and goes on a run.
Yeah, that would be it right there. We saw because even with the Sixers, right? Damn, they 15 and 22.
But yeah, remember they started out like 4-15, so like they've been playing catch up for like a while. So like
that shit gonna burn them out in the first round, though, bro. I truly feel like it's gonna burn them out.
Yeah, because
I really feel like it's gonna burn Maxey and Paul George out.
What's Joel's injury now? And how long is he out?
Man, I asked him the other day. I forgot what they even said.
But they're not even playing like that for them to get burnt out. I'm not gonna lie to you.
And then on top of that, we looked at their schedule yesterday. Bro, we looked at their schedule yesterday. I don't think y'all seen it. I think y'all missed it. Hold on, let me show you.
I missed that if y'all did.
Deontay Johnson got waived.
Deontay got waived.
I see. Hold up. I see Thunder.
Bro, chill, bro.
I was a laugh down. Deontay Johnson got waived. Ravens the problem though. Y'all, the Ravens the problem though, right? The Ravens the problem though, right? Huh? We the problem though, right? Huh? Hold up. Johnson, we the problem, right? Black, we the problem, right? Come on, man. He got waived by the Texans too. Clearly, he's the problem, bro. He's the problem.
That's crazy.
But yeah, this stretch is ridiculous, bro. And I'm not waving at no man getting away. I'm not laughing at no man getting away or anything like that. It's just funny how things happen. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, the schedule is ridiculous. OKC, New York, Indianapolis.
When does the schedule start? What's the date?
Today.
Okay.
That stretch for the Sixers start today.
This is the thing though, like.
Oh my God.
Are you saying like Joel Embiid is gonna be? Because like, is he playing today?
OKC,
Is he playing
Pacers.
every single one of those games? Is Paul George playing every
is he?
Yeah, exactly. More than likely, no, but not. We exactly haven't said.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, they're not like the burnout thing for me. For them, is not a thing because it's not like they're gonna be like, all right, like we're gonna play like full throttle the rest of the games through the season. They're not doing that.
I'm not.
That's even worse for them. And B got a foot sprain, Jordan Wilson.
And B, the guy's a foot sprain.
This shit, hold up. This shit might be cooked. Hold up. Because I'm looking at this schedule.
It's gonna be cooked, bro.
I'm not gonna lie.
What's Paul George out with?
Man, that shit already well done. Y'all still talking about that shit?
Bro,
that shit is more than
just
cooked.
gonna be cooked by the time February rolls around.
Shit burnt up.
Hold up. OKC, Knicks, Pacers, Bucks, Nuggets, Cavs. All right, you got Chicago. Then you had the Lakers, the Kings, the Nuggets, Boston, Dallas. Bro, this is
ridiculous.
If they make it, this is the thing. If they make it, like, they're not gonna lose because they burnt out. They're gonna lose because they have no continuity and they don't know how to play.
Yeah.
That's oof.
So it's if you in here, y'all not subscribed, make sure I hit that subscribe button. Man. I appreciate y'all for all the support. Thank y'all for the couple of new subscribers today. Thank you as well. Make sure you like the video as well if you in here. We got 27 likes. That also helps the algorithm out. That probably can get to 30, 35 real quick. But yeah, man, it's tough in Milwaukee, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. I said Philly. I meant.
That's a hell of a stretch, Ev.
She's ridiculous, bro. That's why I put it on the screen because we looked at it yesterday, and I text processing
yesterday.
How
many wins you predicting that stretch?
I think I said, how many wins can I predict? I'll go to February 4th. I'll go to before Miami game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So they got 12 games, right? From January 14th through February 4th. I'm assuming Luka will be back. I'm gonna leave the Miami game off real quick. That's 12 games. They're 15 and 22 right now. bro.
6-6 would be a win. I ain't gonna hold you.
6-6 job would be a win, but 21
6
sitting
and
at
6
20,
would be.
sitting at 21 and 28 ain't too good though. Like it's like that's a little tough. 21 and 28 through 49 games out of 82, 49 games out of 82 season. But out of that 12, I see at best, I see 5-7, 4-8. 4-8. I will lean 4-8. I'm firm on 4-8. I'll say.
I'm guessing what's the 4? You give them Chicago, Indiana. And...
They're gonna win one of these games that we feel like they probably can't win. They're gonna fuck around, win up.
Yeah,
like maybe it's the Milwaukee game. You know what I'm saying? Maybe
it's a random Tyrese Maxey get hot game.
Yeah, it's
35. You feel me? Like
it's gonna be a random game, bro.
I think they split with Denver probably. Maybe you say they could beat the Lakers and or Kings at home. Maybe you get one of those.
I don't think they beat in Denver, not without Embiid.
No, I'm saying they played Denver twice. So I'm saying
he'd have to play. They're not beating him no time if he don't play. Like
oh shoot, you think he's gonna be out from now till what's that, January 31st?
I don't know when he's gonna be out, but let's start with the fact he's not playing back-to-backs, right? So
shoot,
Cleveland, Chicago, that's a back-to-back. He's already not playing that. Milwaukee, he's not playing one of those. Milwaukee, Pacers, back-to-back. He's not playing one of those. OKC, New York, back-to-back. He's not playing one of those. So he's already guaranteed to miss half these games.
How you know that though?
He said he's not playing back-to-back.
He played back-to-backs.
Bruh, I think the way their season is going, I think Embiid at the when you feel me, when there's basically a small chance of making a playoff, I think then he starts. Yo,
I ain't gonna hold you, Dev. Looking at this shit, most of this shit is back-to-backs.
That's the point I'm saying. Like he gonna have to play some back-to-backs.
They got 3 different back-to-backs in this stretch.
That's not his decision for real. Q Sims, damn.
5 different back-to-backs.
I ain't gonna hold you.
But I mean,
my bad one.
But let's say he does play.
Four different back-to-backs.
This team is incorporating a brand new player, a big piece of their puzzle, and he hadn't played. This team, the big 3, Maxey, Paul George, and Embiid have. I don't know how many games they played together, but they have not played enough games. So even if this team needs a full season to figure each other out, to figure out how they want to play, who they gonna go through. All this, man, this shit is cooked. It's done.
They can't do that without
41 games in, bro. I don't even know why we even talking about this. This shit is dead. It's dead.
OG, the problem with that mindset is they already took a gap year. So you really want to wait in year 3?
And they just paid a nigga $200 million. OG.
That's what I'm saying. Like you can't. Bro,
they just paid a nigga.
That don't mean nothing, nigga. You still need to get familiar with each other. I'm just saying.
PG's not getting younger though. Like OG, like he's not getting. You can't just waste a year talk about. Next year is gonna be the real test.
And Embiid needs is not getting no better.
Okay, well you can do it the way you want to do it and invest a whole bunch of time and effort and wear and tear on that big nigga knees. And then see what you get out of this year. You still ain't gonna win shit. You still ain't gonna do nothing. All I'm saying is, I guess my whole point is, these niggas ain't finna win shit. I don't care if he plays every game the rest of the. It's not feasible, man. The hole is too big. And for what this team needs to do, now if you're talking about a team that's already familiar with each other, they know each other, but they had a couple of injuries. But in spite of the injuries, we used to each other. We've been playing with each other. It ain't gonna take no familiarity. This ain't that. So waste year, gap year, whatever the fuck, however you want to call it, this shit is over. Over and done with, cooked, fried, laid to the side, however you niggas want to say it, this shit is done.
Hey, hold on. OKC got Philly pick?
That's somebody said it's top 6 protected. Byron said Q Sim said it's top 6 protected.
But
that means if it falls in the top 6, it goes to OKC, right? Or it goes to
no. If it falls in
the top 6,
I'm burnt. I said it backwards. Yeah, I'm burnt.
Yeah, if it falls in top 6, they keep. So that, and the thing is, Philly's probably not gonna be. You know, the funny thing is, Embiid and them are probably gonna play just enough games to where they're probably gonna
be
barely.
Like 7th, 8th, bro. Watch.
Yeah,
like 7th, 8th pick.
Oh my god, bro! See,
instead of just saying like, because it's gonna get to a point where we're gonna be like, they might as well just say fuck it and just try to tank and retain their pick. But I don't think. I think I'm saying it's gonna get to that point. I say it might.
No. But the funny thing is, the conference is not gonna be. The conference is gonna be bad enough at the bottom of the plane to where they're always gonna have a shot to make the play-in. You get what I'm saying? So it's like we could be 60 games in and they're gonna be like 2 games out the play-in. You see what I'm saying? Even if they have a bad record.
But we don't judge this team, right, the way they built and with the money they've invested. We don't judge them for just making the playoffs, right?
Oh no,
Well,
no,
you
no,
can,
no, no. I'm not
and,
saying that. I was, I was
It's-
talking about in terms of the
Trust
pick
me, OG.
thing.
If they miss the play-in or if it's shit, just that, man, they gonna get bashed regardless.
I ain't gonna hold you. You gotta at least make the playoffs. That
But I ain't gonna hold you. Jordan, you might be right? Because 4 teams is guaranteed to be behind, no matter how ass the Sixers are or whoever plays who now. The Nets, Raptors, Hornets, and Wizards are probably going to be under them, regardless.
Right.
Maybe
And
Nets
Pels,
might go
and
and win
Pels.
some game.
Oh, no, in the East.
No, I'm talking about the East, but shit, that's a good notion too, right? The Pels. I mean, let me see. Yeah.
Oh, you talking about pick-wise?
Pels, Jazz, and Blazers are probably also going to be under them.
Yeah,
possibly. Blazers maybe win a couple games, but
No,
I
it's
still
16. It's 6 teams stamped that's gonna be below the Wizards. I mean, it's the
Yeah,
Sixers. I mean, 7 teams. 7 teams that's stamped gonna be below the
Yeah,
Sixers.
so that
It's
pick, that pick at best is probably going to OKC. I ain't gonna lie, that shit's probably going to OKC. Yeah, that shit gonna be like a 7th, 8th pick.
damn, like them niggas really.
Nah, it's not. It's not that. You jazzing that. They still gonna win more games. They still gonna win more games.
Nah,
man.
I'm telling you, I'm just talking about best case scenario for OKC.
I can say it's for sure going to be a lottery pick. I can say that it's for sure going to be a lottery pick, probably more than likely. To be honest, because again, it's still a shuffling. It's still a shuffle regardless. Just because you got the 7th worst record or 6th worst record, I mean, you're going to get the 6th or 7th pick. So we all understand that. But the Pels, Jazz, Blazers, Wizards, Hornets, Raptors, and Nets all going to win less games than the Sixers, 1,000%. And then we can see, obviously, the Bulls and the Warriors, something to monitor. But I think the Spurs, I don't know, something to monitor as well. So I think for sure it's going to be a lottery pick, and they're probably going to head to OKC. But some of these teams are probably going to pan out and just like trend downwards. I don't know who though, as I'm trying to scan around.
I ain't gonna lie. That
I
West,
can't really see who.
That West look treacherous as hell.
Yeah, this shit is ridiculous right here. I mean, you got 19, you got 12 teams that won 19 or more games, and your 4th seed has won 23 games. Like that's insane. Like that's literally insane.
That's tough, yo. That
So
shit
gonna be a lot of
that shit could end up any type of way, any type of order. Only thing that's guaranteed right now is probably that OKC and Rockets. And Rockets not guaranteed that too. They guarantee like top 5 though, I think.
We ain't guaranteed that because this month right here, this month y'all was just looking at Philly schedule. You pull up ours. That shit is brutal.
Pull up Houston schedule real quick, Ed.
That shit is brutal. We started out 4-1 so far. 5-1? 5-1.
Yeah, y'all playing tough though. Y'all definitely playing tough.
When I looked at this schedule, I said 8-7, I'd be happy. If we came out of this 8-7, I'd be happy with that.
Denver Kings, Portland, Detroit, Cleveland, Boston, Memphis, Brooklyn, New York, Minnesota, Dallas, Toronto. Yeah. And then that Dallas game, that's probably gonna be Luka probably gonna be back by then.
Ain't no cupcakes in there with the exception of the Wizards. We already got them out the way in Brooklyn.
You get besides Brooklyn, ain't no and Toronto ain't no juice games in there.
No, but Toronto in February, but strictly January.
Oh, strictly January. Yeah, ain't no
strictly
juice games in
January
there at all.
Yeah.
In January, except Portland and Brooklyn. But even that Portland game, I ain't gonna lie, Portland they suck, but they play you tough though. They're capable of playing you tough, making you have to earn that win.
And we got Memphis again. How many times we play these niggas in a year?
I think that's going to be the last time because I was about to say,
yeah,
because y'all are
3 times in 1 month.
Well, because y'all are division opponents, so y'all play 4 times. But it just so happens that a lot of them got bunched together.
Damn, every game be tough too. I ain't gonna lie. All the Memphis matchups, them shit's like two score games.
Yeah, Memphis. That was a man shit. That game. That was a game of the year for me.
When I was watching that, John, I was OG. Armin had John hell, man.
Say, did you see that block? Did you see that block?
Yeah, I saw.
Like, man, that shit ain't fair, man. That shit right there, boy. Like, the way he caught up with that against, man, look here, man. That dude does something every night.
Armin could play ball, man. I keep it
for real, man. For real. Every night I see something different. But yeah, that was a good game last night. They hit us, we hit them. It was a lot of back and forth. I liked that one last night.
Yeah.
So let's get back into the slate so we can speed it back up a little bit. I'm about to move past Sunday for honestly, y'all. I'm gonna do just a couple of shouts and then get to really get to Monday. Next time on Monday, I'm gonna just go through the whole weekend instead of saving one day after. Orlando, Cole Anthony balled out again that win against Philly. Oklahoma City took care of business against the Wizards. Shea shot bad, but he still finished with 27. Utah and Brooklyn. This was Isaiah Collier hitting the game winner. A little layup with like 3 or 4 seconds to go. They got the win. And then last but not least, you had LaMelo shot like 17 threes in this game. Phoenix got the win 120 to 113. As I said, but I think Booker scored 30 or more in 3 out of his last 4 games. So he's sort of kind of turning the corner back to a scoring perspective for him, which is pretty good. And then yesterday we had 6 games last night. It was obviously to me highlighted with Houston and Memphis. And also what Cade did in the Garden. I think he had like 18 points in the third quarter. And Pistons, I mean, they're not no teams to look over. You know, when the Pistons are coming into town, whether you're going to Detroit, whether they come to your city, just know you in for a tough matchup regardless. But starting at the top, and Gator Wizards 41 points last night. The Wolves got the win 120 to 106. 40 is 40. A lot of people were saying, well, it's the Wizards, but 40 is 40. You know what I'm saying? He had 41 points. He was efficient what he did in a variety of ways. That's getting to the line, getting to the free throw line, also knocking down field goals. I think that is the best version of Ant when it's all 3 facets of the game, you know, and not just knocking down 7 threes and only making 2 or 3 2-point shots and only getting to the line 3 or 4 times. 8 for 8 from the line, 5 for 11 from 3, 14 for 25 from the field. So he pretty much had an all-around game. On top of that, with 7 assists and 6 rebounds and 3 steals in a block. So complete game for Ant. Get the competition argument or standpoint. It's cool. Randall came in with a double-double with 20 points and 10 rebounds. Rudy also had a double-double with 11 points and 11 rebounds. They continue to roll with Ant and Dante starting in the backcourt. And Conley is going to continue to trend downwards. But he's manning the bench, I guess you can say, with Nah and also Nas Reed. So that's the 3 main guys coming off the bench. And I guess a good win for many. When you look at the Wizards side of things in this game, not much to highlight.
We
guys.
talking that?
It Wolves and Wizards, yeah.
Okay, cook.
Not much to say for the Wizards. The Wizards are who they are. I mean, honestly, with all due respect. 6-32 on the season. I hope they can just continue to just play basketball, I guess, and figure things out. And really, that's it. I don't really got nothing to say, personally. So yeah, that's it.
Do the Wizards have direction?
They getting Cooper Flag. They might have to.
Now they do. Previous years, not really, but with this new ownership over the last year or two, they do now 1,000%. Okay. They're tanking out. They're not even tanking out. They're just losing games. They don't have a good complete roster right now. They had 3 first-round draft picks last year, and now we're just going to all take time to put it all together. And now they're hoping to get a top 3 pick in the draft to eventually land Cooper or Ace Bailey. So
gonna flip their vets for some other
and or Dylan Harper. Yeah, in fact, and trade Kuzma, maybe Poole. I don't know, but trade Kuzma for other things as well.
I'm not gonna lie, they should have traded Kuzma a year earlier. Like when
Chill,
Dallas,
twin. You won't believe that Evan Heaven said argued for 2 hours about that.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, I don't want to. Never
We
mind.
we argued.
That was 2 years ago.
Yeah,
What the hell?
That wasn't even here.
That is crazy.
That was last year. That was looking at a different
The
time.
argument was.
I think that was 2 years ago.
That was definitely 2 years ago. That was in Spaces.
That was when his contract was coming up, because that was argument about if they should.
Yeah,
I'm
shouldn't
about
resign
if they
him
should
or
let
something
him go.
like
I'm saying he should have been traded last year, not 2 years. Like when Dallas threw that offer instead of the PJ Washington at the deadline last season, that's the perfect time they should have moved off him.
Yeah, but they got direction though. Did you talk about Ant or no?
Yeah, I praised him. I praised him for his performance. Because I don't like personally where Ant knock down a lot of threes but don't get to the line, or knock down a lot of threes and don't hit too many 2-point shots. And I think last night was super duper balanced for him, because he made 9 field goals. Am I doing that math correct? Yeah, he made 9 field goals from 2. He made 5 threes and he hit 8 free throws. On top of that, he came in with 6 rebounds and 7 assists with 4 stocks. So to me, that's a complete all-around game from Ant. Probably one of his better games of the season, to be honest, from an overall standpoint. Granted, I get the competition argument for some people was making yesterday in playback, but still probably one of the better games of the season so far. Obviously up there with his 50 ball against the Pistons, I want to say. So yeah, man, the Wizards, they got direction low to me. 3 first-round draft picks last year in Bub and Keyshawn. and Sar, and now they're banking on having a top 3 pick again. And whenever you can get the likes, again, there's a lot of franchise changing players in this draft, in my opinion. Whenever you can get the ability to probably get Cooper or Dylan Harper or Ace Bailey, even a Trey Johnson would be a good fit if they were to move Poole or whatever the case may be. And I can say more and more and more names, but
Is Z-Farm in here?
probably. But he's not on the stage though. So yeah, that's that. Shout out to Ant, shout out to Minnesota, shout out to the Wizards for doing what's right and lose. Game 2. Anybody got any thoughts on this Pistons and Knicks game, man? Pistons and Knicks. Anybody got any thoughts?
Hey, man. Niggas will laugh, bro. But goddamn, that man Malik Beasley, bro. Malik Beasley, bro. That's a hell of a grab for the Pistons.
Mm-hmm.
That's a great, nice vet free agent signing. He helps Cade out a lot. Good shooter, knockdown shooter for him. So when Cade drive, he always looked at him for a nice tray ball. And they playing some great basketball too. Cade definitely stepped his game up, and Detroit is moving in the right direction. They're not bottoming out. They're not losing no games. Everybody competing.
Good enough.
Ron Holland too. A lot of people on the internet was like questioning, can Ron Holland and Cade work together? And Ron Holland making it work by being off the ball.
And they're putting things together. Cade's third quarter yesterday was special. If you didn't see it, I encourage you to go watch it. Had a really special third. And to echo what BJ said, Malik Beasley, he showed up in a big way at 6 threes, and help aid them in victory. And they're doing all of this while Tobias Harris has been like an embarrassing basketball player. So
shout out Beasley that seems to could only play basketball when he don't got no expectations.
Nah, he didn't.
The chat.
Bro, y'all crazy in the chat.
Can you hear me, Ev?
Yeah, I can hear you everything.
I just saw some players meant to be in this league, man.
Hey, Ev, I think Ari has a question.
Black man feeding his family.
Bro, you ain't tell them. Okay, so since he didn't tell you,
I didn't get to tell them yet, gang. You just popped in. But go ahead, my bad.
Okay, well, I was finishing my music video shoot this morning for my single "Come See Me." That'll be out like pretty soon. And he texted me. I told him I would be there shortly. I was finishing that up this morning, and now I'm here. So anybody who didn't get a chance to get the Sam Darnold shit off, please do so now. If it means that much to you. Yeah, Sam, he had a tough night. The Vikings as a whole had a tough night. I believed in them all season. I stand by my belief though. They were a 14-win team. Sam had a hell of a year, and I don't think a playoff game means that he just won't put things together. First playoff game, and there were a lot of other things that went bad around him as well as his play, and he has to, own most of that blame pot. But it's plenty of blame to go around is my point. But yeah, I was busy. It wasn't let me skip out. Y'all know I don't skip out on things, right or wrong. Like I've taken too many victories, too many W's to hide at a loss. Like nigga, I win 90% of the time, bro. It's cool.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like Ev probably wants to. You can go ahead, Ev, because I think Ev wanted to chime in on, I guess, a conversation y'all had some time ago or something. When y'all were speaking about like a Super Bowl something.
Yeah, it's not really much to add on. He said something I just tremendously disagree with at the time, and I still tremendously disagree with because I just think that the Vikings were at that level Granted, I get the wins, but I didn't think they were at that level of a team or to be viewed as such team to where they would have an easier path to get to the
that
yeah,
conversation.
they would have an easier path to get to the Super Bowl than the Ravens.
But
Because
sort of that was also rooted in like how y'all path, like y'all having to go through the Bills and the Chiefs.
Yeah, and then also it was also something I said. Now I still by my take. I said even if they don't win, I'ma stand with it. But like I was like most of my take was them getting home field advantage, like them winning the division. But I still said even if they don't, I'ma still take Vikings because I think they're a better team than the Ravens. That was something I said. That was something I stood on, and I was wrong. Like it happens. I guess I was wrong. I mean
You
they
still think
lost
they're a better
together.
team than the Ravens?
I
no,
said
they
I
went.
was wrong. Like,
When you said
I
yes,
guess
I
they were
totally
wrong.
think you was
I
wrong,
will
but
say the Ravens played a lesser team in my opinion. But that doesn't excuse how the Vikings performed last night. And it doesn't make anything that transpired on the field, even in the last 2 weeks, acceptable. They just didn't bring their best football from the top down. And I get our defense credit, especially for last week. Like I think the defense did their job against the Lions. Um, After a while, your offense has to capitalize. Like we got you, I think 2 or 3 turnovers in that game. Um, we're able to flip the field a few times in that game. At some point, you got to go win. Um, the Vikings offense wasn't able to do that last week, nor this week. And they have to hold that. But I don't feel bad about my takes nor my belief in the team that won 14 games this year and that looked good the entire season. At no point did the worst they looked the entire they had one bad loss all year. The Ravens had multiple bad losses. And I think that a lot of that is what went into it as well. Also trusting KOC and maybe bullheadedly, but I was trusting him over um John Harbaugh. Like I'm not one of those Harbaugh sucks guys, but I did think like KOC would be able to continue to put forth game plans that would win out when it mattered most. And I don't think he did a great job of putting together a game plan last night, nor adjusting on the fly. Like I think it was just really, really eh, you know. And yeah, Sam took too many sacks. Some sacks were not his fault, but a lot of them were. So he has to hold that as well. I only think he had 2 bad throws for real. Maybe we watch all 22 in playback if anyone wants to dispute that. But I was only like mad at the throw to Addison that got intercepted. Even though Addison just got dominated on his route. I still felt like Sam, he was late, and anytime you're late, it is what it is. And then the throw to it was Naylor across the middle of the field that he hits him in stride. I don't think it's a touchdown, but it's a big gain. And they were still in the game at that point. Like those were things that needed to happen. Like in the second half, they still had a shot to me, and Sam took a bad sack. That I tweeted like he just took a sack that ended the game. You just can't do that. It was 39. And midfield, even if you don't convert and don't get any yards on that third down, you can still go for it on 4th and 9. Hard to go for it on 4th and 17 or 18, shit like that. So
Oh, you're talking about the sack that knocked them
at
out
the
of.
beginning of the fourth quarter, yeah, like at the 12-minute mark. Yeah, and I tweeted like just unacceptable. Like that's one of the sacks that to me I was like most critical of. And then obviously you got to protect the ball, even though I feel like in the first half they like his line collectively in some of the schemes and like play calling, they were failing him. Like I think the Rams defense was out calling KOC. Like the DC was just outdoing KOC to me in that first half, which led to a few Darnold sacks, in my opinion, that I don't think were his fault. But when you get sacked, you need to protect the ball, especially in a playoff game. Even though again, the fumble, he literally, I can't blame him for anything but the fumble to me in that play. And I think that if it were a different player, we would still be critical of the turnover. But I think people would, be more lenient with that play in and of itself, seeing how that transpired, knowing that, like, damn, like they had nothing. It was just a really, really great play call for a play action design that or I don't even know, that may not have been a play action. It just may have been a drop back. They got home on the left side. He had to step up, and then they had the delayed blitz coming from and when I say the left side, I'm talking about the Rams defense looking from their side. So the left side and then the right side on the delay. Sam's left and tried to avoid it. Ended up losing the ball while trying to do too much, I guess, per se. But yeah, man, tough. And shout out to the Ravens, man. They handle business against the Steelers. They're giving us a matchup that we all want in the Bills. And hopefully they take care of business. They can handle business.
Okay. No, I didn't see the article. Yeah. Shout out Wes, man. He did tell me he was at a video shoot. He did tell me he was at a video shoot. So yeah, that's that. But yeah, shout out to the Pistons. They're not nothing to look over. BJ shout out Malik Beasley. I did the same thing with Malik and Tim yesterday as well, because I think they provide the spacing and the appropriate outside shooting ability for allow K to operate. So now we're seeing K just go nuts this year, whether it's him passing, whether it's him scoring, or even whether it's him rebounding, and also on the defensive side of the ball as well. Granted, he only had 2 rebounds and 4 assists last night, but his third quarter, like Wes said, was special. I let them having 36 points in the game and leading them to the win. So shout out to the Pistons. He was mad at his role again. Blame the Ravens wasted their time though. Come on, dog. Nah, Shaq, I feel you. That's got to be extended. It's definitely gonna need to be extended combos for sure. So as far as the Raptors, hey, Twin up here, Twin. Ain't you up here? Twin, what's my man? Twin came up here and he didn't say nothing. Third game of last night was the Raptors and the Warriors. Raptors got the win 104-101. The Warriors dropped to under 500. Started off 12-3, I believe, now 19-20. So they I don't even, man. I'm good. I ain't gonna do the math. I'm leaving that alone. Excuse me. I'm leaving that alone. Like I told y'all yesterday, Dennis Schroeder continues to struggle from 3. 2 for 6 from 3. That makes that tie that I did yesterday with y'all even worse. I think it was like 16 out of 64. That makes it even worse now. Curry had 26 points. Draymond did not play. I'm not saying nothing else. The team suck. They're not making the playoffs. The Raptors is what it is. What you saying?
I've been very hesitant to go ahead and say that shit over for Golden State. But
It's over. Yeah, it's 1,000. Yeah, it's over now. I know you've been a super duper supporter of the Warriors over the last couple of years, but it's definitely over now.
Nigga, don't drag.
You have been a
super duper. No. Super duper Warriors fan. No, I have not, nigga. I've been a Curry fan, and I cheer for the Warriors here and there, nigga. Stop. No, you always try to throw some
OG, why you roll for the Ops?
Go ahead on, nigga.
OG, you roll for the Ops?
I don't. Yeah. Well, let us finish the slate. I don't. It's not necessarily ops to me. I don't really look at it like that. I like good basketball, and I like players that play good basketball. Steph Curry does that, and the Warriors have done that. So yeah, I liked it. But I ain't been no fan, nigga. I'm not trying to catch a game and doing all that. No, I'm not a fan. No.
Ev tried to make you seem like you was actively rooting for him.
He always trying to do some slide
it's
shit
if
like
you
that.
know type thing. Like niggas that have been around for the last 2 years, niggas 3 years, niggas know how he was rocking when it comes to the Warriors.
Yeah, he was like that.
Like think about it, Twin. The Rockets weren't on nothing, so he needed something to root for. He was rooting for the Warriors, Twin. Like he was rooting for the Warriors.
Look,
he was rocking Curry and the Warriors.
This nigga ain't shit. This nigga here.
Okay, I'm keeping it a buck. He know it.
They were stamping the Warriors. That shit was crazy.
Facts. Shout out to Tenez. No funny. What you mean?
Anyways, for the Raptors side of things, RJ was underwhelming. I expected him to play better against a Draymond-less, Andrew Wiggins-less. No, Andrew Wiggins played, sorry. Kuminga-less Warriors team. But he did not. So that was disappointing. Other than that, Jakob did well. I think he was a double-double, right? 13 and 13 or something like that. I can't see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, everybody else. Scotty was good. Everything else was fine.
Okay.
That's it.
Thank
I
you.
just wanted to give the Raptors section because you just spoke on the Warriors.
Nah. I got tied up with OG. My bad. That's my fault. But appreciate you regardless. Thank you. Also, Boucher was good off the bench for them. I don't know if you said that just now. 18 and 7, 7 for 9 from the field. So shout out to Boucher.
He's been good coming off the bench for them sometimes.
Yeah.
More than not. Let me say that. Sorry.
What's up with your boy Grady?
That's a fact. Jabron James, he had 19 points in the fourth quarter. That's true.
Who?
Did Boucher? Can I believe that comment in the chat? Boucher had 19 points in the fourth.
No.
Oh, okay. I would have seen a reporter. I would have seen a tweet or something. Like, why he troll? Okay, that's a weird troll. All right, my bad. So now I know to ignore his comments. Go ahead, Twin. You about to say something?
You ain't hear what I just said. I said, "What's up? What happened to Grady?" Like, I know Tinez was big up in him, but like, I'm watching these games. I don't see him. I don't see his imprint. Like, I don't see nothing. Like, he look regular.
Can you hear me, Ev?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Boucher did score. Yeah, Boucher did score, I think, 17 of his 18 in the fourth, though, I think.
Oh,
so he's not lying.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, you could double check.
LeBron James. My bad, LeBron James.
But I think the number is off because I think in total he only scored like 18 points or something. Can you double check that? I don't know. Anyways, because I can't see because I'm driving. But it's off of memory. But
Drive safe, man.
Grady just needs. He's just adjusting. Like we spoke about this the other day, didn't we?
Yeah, we definitely did.
So copy paste. I don't know. Like before when he was playing well early in the season, both Scotty and Quickly was there, so he was getting the ball more and shit like that. Like now, like Quickly in and out, he gets it a bit less, especially with Scotty there. He's not getting it as much because Scotty owns the ball. So I don't know. And they've been letting RJ do more than Grady, right? And Grady already, when those two weren't there, like he would overpass sometimes or acquiesce, I want to say, or kind of like let others go, right? So like this gives him even more, but like he's stepping back even more. That's just all it is.
Okay. I appreciate that.
And thank you for comment following up with what Jabron James said, having said. And also everybody in the chat to let me know that he did. Jabron James, appreciate you. That's good content. Actually, more than good. That's great content. Chris Boucher dropped 17 points in the fourth quarter in a 3-point game and a 3-point win over the Warriors. So that means he was big. Wait, he had 17 out of what? Hold on.
18. I think he scored 18 points.
No, I'm saying like how many points they had in the fourth period. So he had 17 out of 29. Okay, so that's big. Yeah, shout out to him.
Yeah, he dropped 18.
I'm not gonna pass it to OG, bro. Man, like you said yesterday in playback, I was definitely texting your phone trying to bet. Thank God, you know what I'm saying? You were behind watching this game. I saved myself some money last night, but we definitely can run that back for tomorrow when y'all play Denver.
You passing it to him. This ain't a Rockets day. This a 4-day, nigga. Pass it to the real supporters.
You heard what he said. Let me finish this spiel. I appreciate the introduction, man. Get out the way, Wes. Get out the way, nigga. Get out the way and let a real nigga talk. Let a real nigga talk.
Hey, yeah, funny.
Go ahead.
Go ahead,
I ain't gonna steal your thunder, man.
Nah, but yeah.
Rockets. I stand with West though. Like this is a 4 game. Like shout out JG. Shout him out. Like nothing.
No, Jaylen was
if y'all
big,
give me
sure.
the floor, I'ma shout the nigga out. If you just hold on 1 second, I'ma shout him out. Go ahead on. Finish the introduction, man. Introduce him, man. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead on.
Yeah, the Grizzlies played good in my opinion. A lot. They made some bad plays down the stretch. And another guy on the Rockets made some big plays. Shout out to Jaylen Green. I'm passing OG. His team got the win 120 to 118. And this is the type of win where it feels like we're. Remember, I'm not gonna say extra words. I'm passing to OG.
No. I need you to finish
No.
that. I need you to finish.
No,
I need you to finish. I
no,
need you to
because
finish
y'all
that.
also played against a young team, so I don't want to say that. But
Okay.
there's a type of win where you don't look like a young team. You get what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
typically you'll see veteran players making veteran plays in late situations and things like that. But it was Jaylen Green stepping up for you guys. It was the Thompson twins stepping for you guys. So I think overall it was really a good damn win for you guys, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, and I fully respect the Rockets. I fully
appreciate
respect the
that.
Rockets.
Nah, I'll bullshit. I'm gonna be serious about my takes today. No, but that game last night, that was my favorite game of the year.
Yeah, it
That
gotta
was
be.
my
Yeah,
favorite game of the year because first off, we playing anytime you playing a team, you just played them before. You just played them the game before. Now we had a game in between with the Hawks that got postponed because of the weather. But this was the last time we played them. I don't know if they had one in between. But it's hard to beat a team 2 times in a row, basically like that. So, and in all honesty, I would have gave you that bet. I would have gave you that bet if you wanted it. But they would have just. But I really thought that because Memphis is a good team, so I thought it'd be a close game, and I wouldn't be surprised if they would have came out on top. Now, that's
yeah,
not to say I don't expect my team to win, but my team is still young. They growing up, man. They growing up. That game last night was a game last night that they could have easily packed that shit in and just said, okay, yeah, we good. We just beat them, and so yeah, they punched back. Bro, we wouldn't go away. This team, and I'm gonna big up your boy Jaylen Green. I'm never, regardless, in spite of what niggas think of how I feel about him, like I don't like him. I don't have a problem with him. What I get pissed off about is what I saw last night. I'm not saying he has to give me 42, but I don't like. I think what y'all call it is the floor. Like his floors are too low. I can't have no sixes and no eights. I can't because he's too talented. He is too talented of a player to ever score 6 points in a game where he's fully healthy. I don't, and it's not about the team. It's not about what people are doing around him. It's on him. It's on him. And I know he can do this consistently. I know he can. But he's giving me every reason to think that he can't because it's been so back and forth. Anyway, great game from him last night. He carried. And if we didn't have him last night, we don't win that game. Big game, big shots every single time we needed one. Every time we needed one. I like the fact that even when he was going last night, we still got contributions in other areas from a man, from Sengun, just one or two buckets here and there, just to kind of keep the defense guessing a little bit, and so we wouldn't just get so just doing the same shit over and over. Steven Adams. I know y'all hear Steven Adams' name, and you just like, yeah, whatever. That nigga always been. Man, look here, man. That dude is playing some big minutes for us. He started out the year very slow, and I didn't know if he was gonna be fully healthy. He was in and out of the lineup. He's been playing pretty consistently now. Eating rebounds, playing great defense, playing his role to a T. I like what my team is turning to, man. Roles are starting to get clearly defined. People know what they're supposed to do. We getting the same contributions every single game. And no matter you know what you're going to get from the Rockets. We finna fight and we finna play defense. We finna fight and you know what you finna get from us every single night. So for me, man, like I said, that game last night, Amin Thompson, let me shout this nigga out, man. If y'all didn't see that block on Ja, it almost looked like a goal 10. Ja had him beat, got the shot off, nigga went and got it. The dude is different, man.
Ja thought he had the easy, like, fuck no.
Yes.
Fuck
He
no.
came and got it. And while I'm bigging up folks, I'm gonna keep going down the list real quick. Cam Whitmore, I'm watching the game right now. He on the sideline right now, tapping shit out that towel. Happy, his body language is better. I don't know if Ime had a conversation with him, but it was a point in that game last night. It was they were up 8, and it was the last few seconds of the third, and that was an opportunity. I think I forgot somebody shot. Jaylen Green shot it. A man went and snatched the rebound out of somebody's hand, just took it from him, straight up took it, passed it out to Cam. Cam could have eaten it 9 times out of 10. He jacks that motherfucker up right there because it's about 3-4 seconds on the game clock. He usually jacks that up or puts his head down. He actually pump fake, took a dribble, and I just knew he was finna shoot it. And if he'd have shot it, nobody would have said nothing because it was up against the game clock. Man, that nigga he took 2 dribbles, passed, kicked it out to Cam I'm sorry, not to Cam, out to who was that?
Aaron Holiday.
Aaron Holiday for the 3, man. And that was big. That's growth. To y'all might say, nigga, that's what he's supposed to do. That ain't no big deal. Why you bigging that up? But for him, that's growth. Because he just last week he not making that play. Just last week he not making it. So all the way around, bro, like I said, I talk a lot of shit. I know you niggas probably don't, if you ever meet me in person, nigga, I talk shit doing everything. So if I'm playing soccer, I'm talking shit. If I'm shooting dice, playing marbles, I'm talking shit. And so for me, I ain't gonna never stop talking shit. My team give me good reason to talk shit. Nigga, I'm ecstatic about my group. Like I said before, and I'll say it again a million times. If your team is not OKC, I am not afraid of not one team in the league. And I'm not, that ain't no homer shit. I mean that wholeheartedly. Wholeheartedly. I know what I'm gonna get from my team. I know my team has an identity. Half of you niggas in here can't even say your team has an identity. You don't know what you finna get from game to game. I know what I'm gonna get. I mean, my shit right there, man. The Rockets are, nigga, we done took off. Ain't no taking off. We done took off. Nigga, we in orbit right now. So, Wes, I'll let you go. I'm gonna stop there. I know you probably got some takes about Jaylen Green last night. That's all I can do. I'm not finna keep going on and on about the nigga. I'll let you elaborate more on him though.
Nah, man. Yeah, nah, you deserve this moment. Being as like you're a Rockets fan and you watched the games when y'all won 17 and Silas was the head coach, or 20 and Silas was the head coach. You sat through that. Me, I didn't. I ain't start watching until Ime got there consistently. So yeah, man, I'll say like Jaylen did have a really tough November, and it's appropriate to hold him accountable for it. But I think from December on, he's been a much better basketball player. Um, and I think he's been trending upwards for like a month and a half now, like I said. So I'm just glad that he even because 42, that's going off. He tied his career high for like the third or fourth time in his career. In the post game, he laughed about, it's time to break it. He's sick of tying it. And I put some of that on Ime, man. He should have been in the game. I know this offense defense bullshit, but he should have been in the game when Ja was at the free throw line, just so he could have an opportunity to step up and knock down free throws at the end of the game to break it. But I'm happy that he's continuing to like fight through some of his like own struggles, like not on some soft shit, but it does take a crazy amount of intestinal fortitude and mental toughness, which is something that we questioned about him last year, OG. And I think he's showing he has it. And it's just like, all right, I'm what they say, some saying about water and hills and whatever that shit is, but like he's just taking his lunch pail to work every day and he's working. And last night, he was able to like appreciate the fruits of his labor. Went out there 42 and 13 for 18 from the field. All the true shooting gurus who kill him so much for not being as efficient as he needs to be. Well, 91 true shooting last night. Hold that, you know. And every big play, like Sengun was in foul trouble in the fourth. And Jaylen typically would have sat. But y'all, like, for those who didn't watch, Jaylen had to come back in, he played the whole third. He had to come back in with, like, after the first 2 minutes of the fourth because Sengun got down and they were down double digits. And it was like, all right, well, here's our only shot. And Jaylen went in and rocked the rest of the fourth. And really, Jaylen and Amon, man, like, Steve-O deserves his credit as well. But Amon was huge last night. I mean, defensively, he's just such a menace. 13 huge boards. And he's just so consistent. Like, you can rely on Amon to be, like, to OG's point with Jaylen, his ups and downs, even Sengun to some extent, his ups and downs, because Sengun was not good in that game last night. He had a good third quarter, and I'll give him credit for that, but Sengun was just, like, it was a completely different Sengun from the last Grizzlies game to this one. And Amon just being a steadying force and really being a stable. He was huge in that fourth quarter. And Ja has to hold some of this. Like, I think the world of Demetrius, but The Grizzlies in this game, and I feel like I've seen it a few times this year. Now I don't want to overstate it though, because I don't watch like every other Grizzly game or anything like that. I probably only seen like 12 Grizzlies games this year. But I feel like sometimes in tight games down the stretch, they can't rely on their offense to execute in the half court. And I think that starts with Ja. And he's got to hold that. Like, I need him. And he was good last night, but when the moment mattered, like the most, I think he gave up too much. He didn't respond quickly enough. And then when they started responding, because it was like I said, they had a 10-point lead, double digits. It may have been more than 10. So Rockets were climbing back in, and there was a long period of time where, hey, if the Grizzlies could have at least matched buckets, fuck getting the stops, but just keep producing offensively the way you were, then the Rockets can't come back in. But the Rockets were able to get the stops, and I think a lot of that starts with the conductor. But it is what it is, man. The Grizzlies will be fine. And that's the playoff matchup I would love to see. Like I know
Tell
I
me about
clown
it.
the Rockets a lot, but I would love to see that playoff matchup for sure.
Yeah, that would be
1000%.
that'd be fun to watch, man. Yeah, everything you said, man. It was somebody. Oh, Ime. I think last game, I think he changed the defensive game plan this time against Josh. He was going under everything, kind of just inviting him to shoot the ball a little bit more. And then also, man, when you can put 6'7", 6'8" men on Ja, who's somebody who, I mean, I don't know if you wanted, we could argue who's more athletic, but you can put that length and that physicality on him. That can't. It's not gonna stop him, right? You can't. Niggas just too good, but it could definitely neutralize him enough, especially in certain points of the game, that it gives us an advantage. So I think that I can't say enough about a man, bro. I mean, just all the different things that he brings to the table that contributes to winning. I mean, loose balls, 50-50 balls, 50-50 ball belong to him every single time. Nigga gets pissed off if anybody scores a bucket on him. Like he takes that. Bruh, I'm just saying that young kid right there, man, and he's so unique because you usually like he's such a Swiss Army knife, but he can't shoot. But he's still going. If he plays 30 minutes,
Yeah.
34 minutes, he gonna get 20 points and 12 rebounds and 3 or 4 assists and probably 3 blocks and 3 steals. So yeah, man, and and a lot of shit you just can't even. And no, and that's the point I want to make again. One more time, I keep on saying it. I don't know who gonna get out of the lineup, but the positivity that this young man brings to this group, bruh. And again, I don't know if he unlocking Jaylen Green. I don't know if he got something to do with it, but I know Jaylen Green likes to play fast, and the pace he plays with, it benefits Jaylen Green, man. So it's just too many positives that this dude brings
Oh yeah,
to
that's
where, yeah, you can't sit him back on the bench when Jabari and Tari and all them get back. You can't sit him on the bench, bro. You can't.
absolutely not, and that's something that my last point on this. Shout out Brad. He's a Houston sports content creator, and analyst. Want to give him his respect as just due. He tweeted out that and granted, small sample, but since March of last year, when Amon has started for the Rockets, Jalen's level of play has just been absurd. Like in a 26 game sample, Jalen has been averaging like 27 a game on 47% from the field, 41% from three. And he's like that just level of play, that consistent level of play has really been there. And again, in December, he started to trend upwards from November, which was really, really bad. But in January, while Almond has started, because I think he started the whole month of January, Jalen has been phenomenal. Like it's been otherworldly. And it's back to like when niggas say, oh, you're gonna get that fake month from Jalen when people aren't competing. But you can't say that right now. It's January. It's not March. It's not April. It's not the end of the year where teams who know they're not making it are pretty much, tanking at that point, trying to rest up, position themselves for a better pick, et cetera, or not. Everyone is still in the thick of things is my point. In these games against Memphis, I mean, even in their schedule recently, they have had some like easy teams, but I mean, this is back-to-back games against Memphis. 27 game 1, 42 game 2. He had the game against the Lakers. That's a big player in the Western Conference. It's like he's starting to show up against the top end talent as well, and that's something they need. And you can correlate a lot of that success with Amon and his presence in the starting lineup. So
Thank you, brother. Thank you, OG, as well. Shout out to the Rockets. Again, they like OG said, they're not taking off. They took off. I think that was one of the biggest things that I took away from what he was saying, which is fairly true. So shout out to OG, and the Rockets. What I wanted to go with from there.
Shout out Amish staying effective too. Oh, my fault.
Man, nah, you good, Byron? You can add
Yeah,
on too.
yeah, offensively, like shout out him, like just staying available all ball. He was we commented on it. We commented on it in playback. Like he was killing in dunker spot last night, bro.
Oh yeah, you did say that. You did type that.
That was good to see, like for like future for sure. Like even right now for what they want to do. Him making himself available offensively in the dunker spots. Which I mean, I credit it to him. He made scheming, whatever you want to credit it to. That's big for them, bro.
Byron, he been on the ball his whole life, lead guard.
Right. Mm-hmm.
He been point guard his whole life. So my point is, the nigga's very coachable. Any other dude that been on the ball all their life, nah, man, I'm not. You want to get wet? Dunker spot? Nah, man, I play point guard. Bro, that nigga, last year he took that dunker spot and rolled with it, bro. And he make the most out of it. He get the most out of it.
He got a quick ass jump, bro. Like he a 101 athlete, bro.
For real.
Like that shit is insane. He got a quick ass jump. And for future convo, bro, we need to have a convo about players in the league with the highest ceiling and the lowest floor. I ain't gonna hold you. But I'm starting to think, I don't think there's nobody, but I think JG might be at the top of that list. I don't know if we can call him JG by his initials. I don't know how y'all feel about that. But I call a nigga by his initials.
I call the nigga Green. I ain't even call him by his first name yet.
Nigga, he's 4. He's JG. He's Ramondé. He's everything possible.
I got that note there, bro.
I
call him Green because that's what he is. Every time we sit now, it's green. It's nothing but greens, man.
He bro. Like OG spoke about his flow, bro. He got a crazy high ceiling, but like that low flow. So it could be a conversation we can have on a later day.
Quick correction, man. Amon hasn't played every game in January. He started off the month with this 2-game suspension. So the first 2 games of the month, he didn't play. But their last 4 he has played, and Jaylen in those games, even though in the games he didn't play, Jaylen was good, but in the games he played, it was 33 versus the Lakers. It was 29 versus the Wizards after a horrible first half. Came in the second half, scored 22 in the third quarter, and ended up having a good game. It was 27 versus the Grizzlies, and then it was 42 versus the Grizzlies. All while I'm starting beside him. So some special stuff may be brewing.
All right, shout out.
Never thought I'd hear today. I love to hear. Go ahead on there. I just want to take that in for a second, nigga. That felt good. All right.
If you are in here, y'all not subscribed to the platform, make sure you all subscribe. Facts and Stats is a daily sports show at 11 a.m. Monday through Friday. Built the platform for anybody to come on the stage and be able to speak their mind. So keep that in mind. Also, if you into gaming or you want to support me on other things that I do, I go live on TikTok and Twitch every day as well. Spend some time playing the game, making money because I'm just that good at 2K. So feel free to tap in sometimes to my TikTok and Twitch is at Everett Jr. as well. With that being said, we're gonna move to the 5th game of the night. And we did not lose Byron. Byron, you can go long. You can give us a quick wrap up, however you want to do it. What happened in this game, bro?
That
fourth quarter, my goodness.
I had to rewatch the third. Well, I was kind of in and out at the end of that third. I saw them get another lead for the most part, and I was for the most part out for the fourth quarter, so I had to rewatch that game. But for what I saw in starting in the last 2 minutes of that third quarter, because they was up 10, and they just led. San Antonio went on a 10-0 run to close out the third, and fourth quarter, them niggas literally just laid down, bro. They gave up that 10-point lead and laid down in the fourth. That shit is unacceptable, dog. From an intangible standpoint. Now, if you want to get into the scheming and all, rotation and all of that, it's the same old song, bro. I tweeted about it earlier. It's the switching, bro. I get it. You want to, for sure, implement, the switching scheme going against Wemby, him being that crazy of a live threat when he do roll. I get it. But, bro, if you're going to keep getting burned like that, bro, it's just no way you stick with it. And they continuously just kept switching. Sometimes they didn't know if they were switching or not. That was the play that I actually quoted on the TL. And it was just embarrassing. The last 2 minutes of that third quarter was terrible. And I put most of the game on Braun. The turnovers was ridiculous, unacceptable. And JJ, from a scheming standpoint, stop playing he goes to a switching scheme with the two. Damn, I got a white boy walking up on me. I was about to say that shit loud as hell. He goes to a switching scheme with two white boys in the game. He goes out in the fourth quarter, if I'm not mistaken, and played 3 role players together that shouldn't even be on the court at all at the same time. These blonde, I think it's Jackson Hayes, Cam, might be Dalton, and Gabe, if I'm not mistaken. That lineup is terrible. It's terrible. And he continues to throw it out there. So defensively, bro, this team just I don't know if JJ just needs some work in terms of scheming defensively, or he just being stubborn as shit. I don't know. But in my opinion, you gotta throw away the switching scheme, until you get proper personnel on the team to run a switching scheme. Right now, you just don't got that personnel, bro. And then he still tries to go out there with the worst personnel possible, even on the team. You can still do better in some moments with the switching scheme. He just choose not to go to it. He implement a switching scheme or have a switching scheme out there with a terrible personnel that he can do better with, even with this roster. So I don't know. I don't know why he continues to go to it, but yeah, bro, that fourth quarter, that was just, when I rewatched, that's just piss poor effort. They legit just packed it in. No excuse, respectfully. I'm not trying to be insensitive to what's been transpired on that end. I promise you I'm not. But if you came out the game like that, if you came out the gate, okay, yeah, lackluster, poor effort, whatever like that, okay, yeah, even though you need to be a professional, and even though we saw a Clipper team that just, went handle business, and they in LA too, I could bring that up. Okay, whatever. You came out the gate ass. You didn't come out the gate ass in this game. You came out the gate looking like you ready to play. Last 2 minutes in the third quarter or 3 minutes third quarter, you're up 10. Nah, play ball. So I hate that. I don't want to sound insensitive, but I don't really want to. I'm not trying to hit them talks, respectfully. Not how the game played out. So yeah, man, I put quarters like the fourth on Braun. You supposed to be the leader. So that's my take, bro. That's just piss poor effort.
Braun had 7 turnovers, 18 points.
It was bad.
7 for 11.
Yeah,
Looked like he was cooling. What was he just cooling, turning the ball?
He was vibing. Like I say, he picked his moments when he was being aggressive. And this could be another a conversation, a funny little conversation. We already know light skinned boy in Chicago named
Yeah, I knew you about to go there. Yeah.
I mean, respectfully, stuff.
But that do make sense though, because especially on a night like Reeves had the night that he had last night, it looked like.
Yeah,
but you never really know what you're gonna get from Christie offensively, in my opinion. Almost nights. Yeah, he's gonna fluctuate.
Yeah, and for me, it's hold on.
LeBron had 5 turnovers in the fourth. He was so trash last night. Okay.
Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, Yeah, Brown, yeah. But Christie, I'm picking like I don't know what to really I don't know really how to make a full comment on Christie. On grand scheme comment that is like should he stay in the starting lineup or should they look to upgrade at the 2 spot?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I would probably want to upgrade if you can at the 2 spot for sure. Like I've been talking about as far as getting some athleticism in that backcourt. I know like I get trolled with the whole Rui Zach thing, whatever like that, boom boom. But talks is different now because you got a DFS now. And if you remember any context I was including in regards to Zach LaVine, I was saying I didn't want to get Zach LaVine and create other holes in the roster by what you got to give up on. Now you have a DFS. They saying supposedly Vando's supposed to be coming back, whatever like that. If you can go out there and get Zach, which I don't even, they may have to throw Vando in there if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. But if you could for sure throw a trade package together to go get a Zach LaVine and you can keep a Vando, so that would probably be, you probably have to throw Vando in there. I don't know. I'll do that later. But DFS.
Yeah, you probably got to throw him in now since you traded D'Lo.
Derek traded D'Lo, right.
Yeah.
So, like, I think getting DFS, that changes even, like, not having Vando no more. I will have to have him to give up Vando. I think getting the DFS changes that conversation.
As far as what? Like willing to trade Vando?
Yeah. Like, as far as, like, you trade Vando, you trade Rui, you trade Gabe, boom, and then you bring in Zach LaVine. I think a lot of, like, you got to read Zach LaVine, DFS, LeBron, and AD star lineup, and you do what you can in return in terms of the bench, like, which I think they be able to do enough. Like, that's a different conversation. But
no, 1,000%.
And before DFS was here, it was you was giving up Vando, you was giving up Rui, or whatever like that. You was giving up Vando, you was giving up Rui, you was giving up Gabe, whatever like that. That's a different conversation, in my opinion. So I think with the acquisition of DFS or somebody like Zach LaVine would make more sense because it's my dog, Bron. Everybody know how I feel about Bron, but I'm realistic with dude. It's nice.
And I think that's where Ted was at the whole time for the most part. Like Ted's here in the backup big situation. Ted's get it, but I think Ted was more so leaning to that other creator in the half court setting, or even just a game-to-game basis that you can probably rely on more than Reeves and or Christie. Because to be honest, that's not a championship backcourt. And I don't want to dump it down to just championship backcourt because you do have LeBron and AD regardless in the front court. But on most nights, what are you going to get? Granted, Reeves has been consistent. Reeves has been good. It's not a shot at Reeves, not a knock at Reeves. But you can see Reeves have games like that in the playoffs, right?
Yeah, but
you can see Christie.
I don't want him to. I don't want like I was talking about Reeves.
The pressure.
Like, I don't want him to have to handle the ball so much.
Yep, exactly.
I don't want that. I don't care how he be looking in these little 5-game spurts in the regular season. I don't want him being able. I don't want him having to do that throughout the regular season, and for sure not throughout a whole playoff series, unless he just got that favorable of a matchup. Okay, that's different. But for me, it's like nah, bro. Like they really could use an extra scoring point in the backcourt, and what Zach LaVine do on nights like last night. Yeah, Brian can afford to coach. Like he may not even have 7 turnovers because he has somebody in Zach LaVine that he can, hey, boom, dump off to, play off of, even whatever like that. It's a different conversation. So I don't know, man. Like Bron, I don't know if he can consistently continue to be the second scoring option throughout a whole regular season, or even in some playoff matchups. Can he be the second overall best player on the team still? Of course, in terms of his overall impact. But I would like to see if we can slot LeBron in terms of third scoring option, and AD still the first, bring in somebody at just a pure second bucket, and let LeBron just be the third scoring option and just like an overall, bring in overall impact. I like to see them see if they can do that. So we'll see. But yeah, last night was piss poor. No trade, in my opinion, fixed what they did last night. I don't want to make it about that. Like, I was just talking overall, like grand scheme. What up, Twin?
Why did
my fault if y'all couldn't hear me? I had my mic covered. That's probably why.
Why Bron take his season low 11 shots last night? Was that how they defended him? Was it like he was trying to get out?
That was Brian Bobbin. That was Brian Bobbin in my opinion.
But like 11 shots is unacceptable in my opinion for LeBron. Like you not putting no pressure on the defense.
I led my whole thing off with Bron.
Yeah,
How
sure.
much?
Yeah, sure.
Yes, sir. Yes, Shaq.
Shy.
Bro, what?
Yeah, shy.
Oh, twin saying something in the what's yes, twin, yes. Nigga say yes, sir. Bro, what? She said, oh, she said she on a bucket. Nah, that could use another bucket. That could just use athleticism in a backcourt,
He
period.
says, "Stop expecting things from old men." Damn, this is a straightforward comment. SOS, who is that? Bari? I think that's Bari.
Yeah.
I'm not. He's not
That's
lying though.
SOS is
Like, we
Bari,
got
right?
I don't know.
the
Yeah,
Reeves
you see his
experiment
profile
been
pic?
nice. The Reeves
I can't even
experiment been
see
nice,
that.
but like, bruh,
Oh, Bari. Okay.
Nah, I
I
don't
feel
think
like
that's
y'all
him.
want Levine because what he doing now. Y'all wasn't saying y'all want Levine like a couple weeks ago, bruh.
Oh, that is Bari. Okay.
Huh? What you say, twin?
That's not true, Twin.
Yeah, we had
No,
a
but I'm
conversation.
saying,
We've been having in-depth conversations
Yeah,
about Levine
it
for a
was
little minute
about,
now.
hey, we don't want to mortgage Rui alone, and if there's no other move, it can't just be Levine and no other move. Well,
Right,
they've already made the other move, and they're still
right.
in position, I think, to go get Levine. So now it's like, yeah, absolutely go get Levine. But when it was just, hey, get Levine and don't make any other moves, I think a lot of people were hesitant because it was like getting off of Rui, who would you have be your four at that point? Well, now you have a player who fits even better, I think, beside LeBron and AD and DFS. And granted, like he can't peak out as a scorer the way Rui can, but it's not worth much because you have to the way they have to work Rui into the game plan for him to do so. It's like you got to give Rui too many touches. You don't have to do that with DFS. And if you
yeah,
get Levine now, it like if Rui is beside Levine, which is why I was cool with getting rid of Rui anyway, because it was like if Rui was beside Levine, I just felt like his value tremendously diminished
That shit
if
is
Levine got to
terrible.
that team because he just
but
wasn't going to um, be able to be utilized in the manner in which he would be super valuable. But now with DFS, you get all of that value. DFS's value actually might go up with Levine because now you
yeah,
have
True.
somebody who truly takes pressure off of LeBron and AD, and now DFS instead of maybe potentially having to have nights where he's taking 14 shots per game, man, here take your little seven. You take seven, you defend, you get on the boards, and Levine, Bron, AD, they gonna man the offense. So Reeves as well. Like I don't mean to shit on Reeves. But yeah, like they would be, and that's a good four. Like I don't
yeah.
Reeves being your fourth best player is a good thing going into a playoff series.
Exactly.
Him being your third, not so much.
What would the
Yep.
package be? Because you got to match 40 million. Like, if Rui's not in that package, trade
Nah,
for him.
nah, Rui is in it now. It would be
All
Rui. I think he would have always been in it regardless, but it was
Yeah,
just,
Rui's always there.
it would be Rui, Vando, and Gabe. I think they get close. I don't know what Vando makes exactly. If Vando makes 10 plus, I think they get it done.
yeah,
Because I know Gabe is making 10 plus, right?
yeah,
And then Rui's at 18. And then Vando, they get really close. Even if it's
yeah.
not exactly 40, they're like at 38 or 37, somewhere in there, which
How about
makes
that
it.
defensive backcourt though? Like, you think the front court is nice with you feel me? You got AD, Bron, Dorian getting heavy minutes, but that backcourt though, like Levine, Rui defensively,
But you
Reeves,
can't have a perfect team, like, and they're just trying to get better. And
yeah,
it's like, yeah, the defensive backcourt won't be great, but I think they improve. And I mean, like we're talking about a team that made it to the Western Conference Finals, granted 2 years ago, and Vando did play more, but Vando wasn't. It's not like Vando wasn't playing 33 minutes a game in the play. He was still like a hired gun. I think if I'm not mistaken, he was playing right around like 20, and he was just making shit happen defensively in those 20 minutes. But I don't think he was playing like 30 plus minutes per game. And they did this with D'Lo. And knowing sometimes, and granted, they had Schroeder at the time, which obviously aided their defensive backcourt in a way, and they could pivot away from D'Lo if they needed to. They won't be able to really pivot away from whatchamacallit, Reeves and Levine, but I think Levine's floor offensively is higher than D'Lo's, and his ceiling is also higher. So I just think, man, you put Levine, and then that's the other thing. Too many times we like with Levine in his career, he's like aside from very very early, like when he was a pup, still had Similac on his ear and in his mouth, like no funny. When he first came in, it was like the Timberwolves stint, and then it's all been Chicago. And in Chicago, he's always been at least he was top two on those teams, and most years he was the best player. Now you go put him in a situation where he's undoubtedly the third best and gets to play off of like a level of creation and a level of shifting the floor that I don't feel like he's ever benefited from with his teammates. He's never had LeBron and AD level of attention on the court beside him. And I just think like, hey, his offensive floor and ceiling will make it worthwhile, you know?
Yeah, it's tough because in the West, like a lot of teams, like yeah, the Lakers get better scoring, but if you're not stopping nobody,
Y'all can hear me?
it's just like
Yeah.
especially with AD regression defensively.
But
Their
but but
defense
I think,
doesn't.
I think they need a I think they
Their
need a
defense
big.
doesn't get. Their defense doesn't get worse though.
But yeah, that's what I'm
But
saying.
their offense gets
But
better.
yeah, I don't know why. Yeah, because one thing y'all never really heard me bring up, which I brought up like wing depth, but y'all never ever like heard me bring up Levine being a liability defensively. Because I think his defensive shit get gassed a little bit. Like if Levine is on a team that got a little bit better defensive personnel and they actually playing for some shit, I think Levine could be cool. Like he's not gonna go out there and be another DFS for you, but I don't think he's gonna be somebody that defense is just gonna go out there and just consistently hunt. No, I don't think
Especially
I
because
don't
he'll
think
have less to do offensively.
right. So he
And it's
got
just,
even more energy to just put on the end. And honestly, truly, my fault, twin. That age LeBron. Because in my opinion, like you bring in a second scoring punch like Levine, that age LeBron on the like being able to give him on the defensive end too. So I mean,
it,
I'm
What do you
with
think is
Levine
scaring
coming in and
any
bringing
front offices from like what do you think is scaring them? Especially
scaring
with
them.
how he's played this year. Like why is there still hesitancy?
contract.
Russ keeping it funky. Russ, which is
I
stupid.
don't
Which is
think
stupid. Which is
that's
stupid.
just bad though because
Yeah,
Russ
that's
had
stupid. No,
flaws
that's
that
stupid.
Levine
Yeah.
doesn't have.
Then
Like
that was
You
literally
mean
gonna
they're
be the next.
completely
That was gonna be
different
the next
players?
thing I. That was gonna be the next thing I said. Wes. It's not even. It's not really comparable outside of contract because Levine is the obvious better fit.
yeah,
Like he just obviously
They
that's
said that
stupid.
about Russ at the time.
Wait, what?
that, huh?
No, they didn't.
No,
They
people
said
say
they
he
said
wasn't
that
a
they're
good fit.
star. They said that they're star players and star players will figure it out. That's what they said.
Yeah, it was the fact that Russ. The argument against that would have been, well, Russ is a better player. So Russ being the better player than Levine, they should be able to work it out. And you heard a lot of murmurs that hey, Brown wants to move into more of an off-ball role as he ages and not have to play point guard. Like the 2020 model isn't going to work for 37, 38, 39, 40. However, it just won't work for that age LeBron. But again, they still had flaw and the roster had even bigger issues. This roster doesn't have the same amount of issues to me. And that's moving
Yeah,
out of here, which is you know,
yeah, you are right because they basically traded or got rid of, did not re-sign because Caruso they didn't trade, they just didn't re-sign him. Like the perimeter defenders, and like they got like one player back for multiple players, and he didn't really fill what they were shipping out. With the Zach Levine edition, like Vando don't play basketball, so okay. Rui not no defender, so okay, and then Gabe. So I don't know how they like with the trade. It kind of like I don't know. It creates a hole for with you when you bring in Zach. So
When it ended by saying trade, don't solve what we saw last night.
Yeah.
I want to be the line. I want to say that again.
Some of last night was effort though. I heard
Yeah, that's what
your
I'm. Yeah, that was mainly.
because
Yeah,
I thought you were making it more scheme, and
no,
I agree
Yeah,
that
it was
some of the
effort.
scheme was problematic, but effort
Yeah,
was a huge issue last night
yeah,
as
that's
well.
his fault. Like, that's why I brought it. That's why I put Braun in terms of quote unquote blame. I put Braun over JJ in terms of blame
Okay.
because with JJ is scheme mostly. Effort, man. I'm sorry, like it or not, they following your 40-year-old ass, bro. You set the tone. You set the tone, and you got to keep the tone throughout the game. Don't just set it in the first quarter. And I mean, again, everybody should do their job. They all grown men. They all professionals. Boom, boom, boom. Ideally, I would love for it to be that situation. That ain't the case.
why the best player on the team can lead?
Hmm?
Nothing.
Again, I don't view it's different. It's different, son. It's different. Just because you're the best player don't mean that you the quote unquote emotional leader. Because we can go to the Golden State Warriors.
That's not what Golden State Warriors fans tell me. What's the next?
Again, like you can keep entertaining clown behavior. We had this conversation yesterday, didn't we? You can keep entertaining clown conversations. Go ahead. But nah, that was bad. That was a bad fourth quarter. End of the third for sure. That set the tone for the fourth quarter for them. That was unacceptable.
Okay. I appreciate y'all. Last but not least, we played good in the first half, bro. I'm not gonna lie, I was impressed for Band to not be playing. I was impressed with don't forget basketball comes on in
You watched
4 hours. Briefly, here and there. Got out of hand in it, yeah, here and there. Harden turned up in the third quarter.
Nah,
I
he
think he
was
had
too
like
worried about trolling me about Sam Darnold every possession. I was getting added and playback. He ain't really watched that game.
Oh no.
it's not true. By the time, bro, that Sam Darnold stuff happened towards the that's a troll comment, Wes. You're trolling.
No, he cooking.
That football game started at 8:15, bro. That's Keaton Clippers game was at 10:30. Come on now, or 10 o'clock, 10:30, whatever it was. Can't remember. But either way, 109 to 98. Clippers got the win. Norman Powell continues to be a good scoring option for them this year. Kawhi continues to maintain on a minutes restriction. And then, like I said, Harden erupted in the third quarter. He's hit, and they asked him what led to him breaking out and doing what he did. He pointed to his chain and said, "If you know what that means, then you know what that means." And then basically he had the "can't be fucked with" chain on. So a little bold statement, you know what I'm saying? You know, Harden popping and shit for rarely.
It's
Don't do too
embarrassing,
often.
bro. He's 35 plus, bro. Somebody gotta talk to him, bro. That's
Harden don't
embarrassing,
pop this shit
bro.
too. He don't pop this shit too much, bro. He popping this shit, bro. Ain't nothing wrong with that, bro.
I said, bro, I can't lie, bro. That's
He
embarrassing,
popping this
bro.
shit, bro. He don't do that too often, bro. I
He's
respect it.
35 plus, bro. I'm
Can't be
sorry.
fucked with.
He's
Why
saying he got to
why
act
you
like
hating?
I'm not hating. I'm
You
being
see what
real.
he did in that third? Nigga, he had 4 buckets in a row, nigga. What? And they bitch ass referees wasn't even calling that Highsmith nigga fucking wrapped him. Like, and they didn't call that weak ass foul, bro.
Yeah, my point exactly, bro. He's too old.
Tween acts just like him.
You see,
Act like
that's
who?
my point exactly.
Bro, if a nigga
Nah,
if a nigga hits if Curry goes on a flurry, you gonna be like, oh yeah, that nigga Curry flurry, this nigga Dame go pops his shit. Like, bro,
You
what
ain't
y'all
never
talking
heard me
about?
say Curry flurry, nigga. Wrong guy.
Well, I'm just saying, like, nigga, he went on a little stretch. Like, just give kudos when it's type shit.
I'm not talking about his play. I'm talking about what he said.
Oh, you talking about the post game
If you
shit?
know, you know. Like, that shit. But go ahead, bro. It's more of a troll comment, bro. I'm not really on his ass. Go ahead. Talk about the game.
But yeah, Norm did his Zuba. You feel me? I'm not gonna lie. The one biggest takeaway I had was my nigga, why? Like, Kawhi. I'm like, bruh. I felt like he don't got that step yet. He needs a couple, he really missed training camp, all that. So I gotta give him like 2 more weeks to really see where he's at.
Or just extend the playing time, like playing 20 minutes. A
Yeah.
game isn't enough to really knock out rust and get rid of some of the kinks.
Yeah.
But I don't appreciate you just Zoo. Zoo had 20-20 last night, bro.
Yeah.
Speak on that nigga, man.
Now
Like,
but Kevin Love was on him, and they made a conservative effort. Yo, James post century pass, go to work, nigga. 3 dribble pump fake up and under, like, nigga. They put Love on him, and then they put my nigga Ware. I'm a big fan of Ware, bro. Like, no funny, that nigga is a hooper. Like he was shooting threes, getting to the rack. His jumper looked smooth. The free throws look like, but yeah, K-Love to start that game, he hit a couple big shots, but
Facts,
like
Twain. Facts.
other than that, like nigga, I don't know what Spo was thinking. Like nigga, Zubac is just too. That's a physical dominant guy. It was just a mismatch on the block, and then they start double teaming. Spo went to that zone. It really took until the third quarter for the Clippers to figure out the zone. But that nigga Spo just left that zone up, and they went on a 20-6 run, and that was game. You feel me? Like Spo's gonna live and die with that zone, and he's been dying a lot. The Kings game, this game, the fucking what else? The Utah game. Like, bro, if they figured out the zone, you gotta throw a different coverage. Like, I don't know why niggas be stamping Spo as a coach of the year, nigga. He just got crazy PR, bro.
Yep. I'm not getting into the narrative talks. I know Twing like to, you know what I'm saying, run with narratives. But the Clippers, man, they hoop. They had a good game yesterday, led by Harden, led by Kawhi. I mean, led by Zoo, led by Powell. Like I said, Kevin Love had a good first quarter. I want to say it was. And he just didn't disappoint. I want to see in his minutes that he played. Obviously, he had to start with for us without Bam playing. But outside of Tyler Hero, it's really nothing to highlight. Khalil Weir minutes or his main production, I think he had 13 out of his 19 in the fourth. That literally all came in that period alone. But other than that, it was really just a Tyler Hero game from an offensive perspective. 32 points, 11 rebounds, 7 assists. He was 9 for 20, 4 for 13 from 3, 10 for 12 from the line. And I mean, he made some tough buckets yesterday. Like he displayed his whole entire bag yesterday. And his growth and who he is as a player right now is probably my favorite thing because I think this is the biggest lap / race that I won that nobody can ever take from me. Everybody called him trash.
Yeah.
Everybody in here called him trash. Tween. I was in wars about this guy 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Tween, and I won now. Like nothing feel better than this right here, Tween.
Bro, this nigga made Norman Powell. Bro, he made Norman Powell touch earth
on a step
and
back.
he hit the pull up, the left corner one.
Oh, that one, yeah, that too.
I was like, what the fuck? I was like, nigga, did this nigga make Norm touch the earth? I was like, damn, this nigga he was not lying. He was getting fouled from 3. Like,
he's
nigga,
I'm not saying, and like, but we hyping up cooking Norm Powell.
Norm has been doesn't. I mean,
but we hyping up that we're just 40.
He dropped 41. I don't know what you want from me.
Oh my god.
He dropped 41. What did Tyler Hero?
Clippers got a good defense though. Like he was cooking.
Okay,
he cooked Dunn a couple times.
A good defense.
Jones Jr. Yeah, we have a good defense. Like he was cooking everybody.
All I'm saying is that you were hyping him dropping Norm Powell.
Nigga, he made a nigga touch earth. I don't care if it's Curry. I don't care if it's fucking Kawhi Leonard in his prime. If you make somebody touch earth, bro, we got to give kudos to that. Like he was in his bag, tween sides up, step back threes are not easy shots. Like he was getting, and he got fouled a couple times on going up. Like he done got him a couple times, but yeah, I like that first quarter from y'all. Terry in that first quarter, I'm like, bruh, no way Terry about to fry us. Nigga had like
and if
4.
we go play back, I want to talk about this Lakers shit, man.
Again?
Niggas looking at the crib, bro.
Stop. The Kobe Lakers.
Oh, what? Oh,
man, if I could share links in here, I would, bro. This dude tweeted out Kobe really won back-to-back championships with this roster. Obviously,
bro, that roster.
And there's people defending that tweet as if that
roster.
Revisionist history is crazy.
So
that was one of the.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
you wasn't in here.
Odom, Ariza.
Wes, you wasn't in here when we had that whole argument.
Odom, like, bro, he had a fucking amazing roster. Like, what are we talking about?
Amazing. He had a really good roster.
Nigga, Paul Gasol was an All NBA level talent. 2 of those on the same team. You and him and go 8, 10, 9, 10 deep. Come on, bro.
What are you saying, Brian?
Y'all talking
Wes,
about?
I was saying. You wasn't in here maybe a week or 2 ago, because Goose is the one of the main one in here that was pretty much saying what dude was saying. Like he was vouching for it. And he brought up the fact. He brought up the. I told him that roster is better than the 16 Cavs roster outside of Bron and AD. Obviously, I mean not Bron and AD, Bron and Kyrie. Like I felt they had more two-way players, better functional, better fit. Not talent, but whatever like that. That was the main thing me and him got stuck on and was going back and forth about.
You had
Because
that Lakers team over the 16 cat. Well, I need
as
to.
a yeah, as a
Yeah, we
team,
gotta
yeah.
talk about this. It's
Yeah, I'm gonna
definitely
move that. I'm
Hold
gonna
on.
move that.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah,
Go
hold on,
ahead.
because I'm about to unload the truck. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying I'm gonna move it real quick.
okay.
To PB. That was all. Because I do want to look at that real quick. Obviously, before I relax real quick and game and hear thoughts. Maybe people will come to the stage, obviously, because it's playback. So I do want to say everybody. Thank y'all. I truly do feel good when I'm able to just stay in one spot versus going back and forth between the platforms. So again, don't forget, some NBA talks will be in YouTube as well. So always plan to come to the YouTube. Even if you don't see a tweet for the show, always plan that YouTube will be live at 11 a.m. every single day. Thank y'all for all the support. If you are not a member, make sure y'all do become a member. We'll definitely appreciate the extended support. Make sure y'all subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Thank y'all so much. 728. Damn, so close to 1,000. This is crazy. I feel 1,000 coming really soon, to be honest. I feel it coming really soon. So if you're in here, you're not subscribed, make sure y'all subscribe to the platform. I'm going to move. It's not a show, just open talk, just chill vibes. It was a good 4-hour show today. Yeah, it's just
The
one show.
ultimate
Bro, why
disclaimer,
you
so
be
you
fit,
don't
bro?
have to be held accountable for what you
Bro, that's
No,
what I'm
because I
saying,
don't
bro.
want.
I gotta ask you this.
I did that because of West, bro. I did that because of West, bro.
Oh, I'm about to, bro. I'm like, bro, why you be feeling the need to preface it so hard when
Nah,
it's
because
no, it's
West,
not a
because
show, it's not a
that
show.
low shit, Byron. Like
The
West
low?
put that on the show. Remember
Los,
that?
Los,
He the
when
low guy,
he said
and you
Mike
was on my
Conley
side with
over
it,
West,
Byron.
yeah.
Like, and it was
He
a
don't want to
down
be
period. It
held
was a chill
accountable.
time. And he tried to call out the show. I'm like, bro, what?
Well,
What is this
I'm not
shit?
gonna lie. I stand with West because I'm at bullshit the other day was during the show.
Yeah, that was doing the show, but that was film work.
That
Niggas
was
wanted to
some
see what was
bullshit,
going
though. That
on.
was some bullshit, but okay.
Niggas wanted to see what was going
That
on.
was
That's all
some
it
bullshit,
was.
but okay. I stand with West. I'm not gonna
Every
lie.
side will lie. Your love for
That
it
West
just
nigga
it's
might be
too.
Barry.
Yes, bar.
Barry,
He said it's bar.
that's hella light skin of you. You know
Profile
what I'm
pic.
talking about, bro. This is crazy, bro.
You talking
I
about that
never
profile
thought I
pic?
would see today. Yeah, bro. Nigga got braids too, I think. Or some, yeah. That, you feel my nigga though, like
He's looking at the
get it how
camera
you
with
get
one
it.
eye. Is that looking at the? He's looking at the camera with one eye with his hand on his forehead.
Hey, you gotta get it how you get it, gang. You know.
Respect. Make sure y'all subscribe if you're not subscribed already. I will see y'all back here tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern time. We're gonna be talking about college basketball games tonight. It's a good slate. And we're also gonna be talking about the NBA games tonight as well. That's tonight as well. And we're also doing the power rankings tomorrow. NBA power rankings is back. Again, thank y'all for all the support. I'll see y'all, some of y'all, if not majority of y'all, in playback real quick. Just to further these talks and just to chill by whatever the case may be. Playback.tv/facts and stats. The link to join the playback room is in the chat, the description on this video. I'm sorry. The link to join the playback room is in the description on this video, and the room is now live. I'll see y'all in playback. And I hope everybody continues to have a great day today. And yes, sir. Thank y'all for all the support.